So I think having him facilitate everything, I think it's just going to mesh really well. And then obviously, I don't know. No disrespect to Paul George. He's kind of overrated, if I'm being honest.
How about that?
Just feels like it just never really feels like he's panned out where he's gone.
Not the first time he's heard that. Thank you, Toby in Wyoming, everybody.
Toby gets it.
Starting five, according to ESPN.com in Boston, Derek White, Baylor Shireman.
Yeah, bless you.
Paul George, Jason Tatum, Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah.
Beef in the night.
Starting five, according to ESPN.com, of the Philadelphia 76ers, Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, Jaylen Brown, LeBron James, and Joel Embiid.
Is that an Elton Brand jersey?
Apparently it is.
Ooh.
Oh, Anthony Simon's on that team, too, now.
There he is.
Okay.
So this means we can put
KCP.
somebody in the dunk contest and not have to cut somebody who eventually goes on to star.
No, nobody's talking about that LeBron KCP reunion.
Yeah, because last week.
Yeah.
Oh, last week.
Paul George is probably going to average more points per game than LeBron, right?
Oh, God.
I mean, it's only one ball. Somebody's got to take a big hit. And it's just like, who cares when your team's stacked?
I don't care about being top three. Like, I don't know. Like, Toby, that's fine. I just want to get
You turned in that Clipper card yet?
Not yet. I want us to stay healthy and get into the playoffs and then get busy. Like,
Yeah, boy.
top three
Don't
would
forget.
be great, but
The Clipper card that you think that TJ should
Paul George
hand in,
Yeah.
okay?
Mhm.
Let's not forget, LeBron comes here,
Okay.
gets teamed up with Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
Right. So the Clippers are like, we got to get ourselves a dynamic duo.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go knock on Kawhi's door. And his answer is like, the only way I'm answering is if you get Paul George.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Paul George comes here, yada, yada, yada. SGA goes to Oklahoma City.
Mhm,
But
thanks.
let's just leave that aside.
Oh.
Paul George comes here. You know what's the bed here? Winds up in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Okay.
TJ.
TJ's like, really? I can't escape this guy.
Mhm.
But the fact that he winds up in Philadelphia lands him eventually Jaylen Brown for his team,
Right.
and then lands LeBron because of all that. So Paul George going to the Clippers, it took a while to benefit TJ, but it has.
Well, I mean,
finally.
It's almost like
Did I follow that bouncing ball?
I had no problem.
So my question, though, in the minute we have left here, how did you feel hearing about how much LeBron decided, I'll just take that from Philadelphia as opposed to 5X that to stay in Los Angeles?
That's the only thing that really upset me. Him leaving, like, I spoke about that. He's able to do whatever he wants. He delivered here in Los Angeles, and I'm all good. But, like, the contradictory reports are just, like, annoying as hell. And it's never the player that you really are upset at. It's his fans, his standum, if you will. Yeah. But, like, dog, just cut the cap. Cut the cap is all I'm saying.
He basically said, I will take cents on the dollars to not play for the Lakers.
But, like, I just get tired of the narrative, like, L.A. didn't do nothing for you that you asked for. Because, like, I mean, trading the core for AD, all right? And then we got DeMarcus Cousins. It didn't work out. We got him, and all right, that didn't work out. And then Caruso walks away so we could keep the clutch guy, THT, and he's nowhere to be found.
There's
Bronny. Yeah, no, bro. I'm all for Ronnie. That's a USC alum right there.
Ladies and gentlemen.
We still got LeBron James.
That's the way we finished today.
Shohei Ohtani's interpreter was fired today. Ippei Mitsuhara ran up gambling debts to a Southern California bookmaking operation.
The inside story of the biggest scandal in modern baseball.
He was absolutely bananas, the amount of bets he was making. I've never seen anything like it.
From 30 for 30 podcasts, this is The Betrayal of Shohei Ohtani.
Presented by Gusto. Episodes 1 and 2 available now. Listen wherever you get podcasts. Drip Drop is doctor-developed, proven fast hydration that helps your body and mind work better. Trusted by firefighters, medical professionals, and over 90% of top college and pro sports teams. Drip Drop is engineered to hydrate faster and more effectively than water alone, with 3 times the electrolytes of leading sports drinks. Stock up now at dripdrop.com and use promo code RADIO20 for 20% off your first order. That's dripdrop.com, promo code RADIO20.
Save the date for the biggest party of the football season. Join Pirate Radio on Thursday, September 10th for the annual Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party, powered by Bud Light. It's a night of great music, great friends, and pirate pride as the party returns to the Hilton Greenville and Greenville Boulevard. This year's special guest is ECU legend and Super Bowl champion Linval Joseph.
Ball's out, picked up by the Vikings. Joseph, can he win this long foot race? Linval Joseph, no flags, touchdown Minnesota.
Come welcome Linval back to Greenville, then dance the night away with live music from Trainwreck. Stay tuned to Pirate Radio for your chance to score free tickets to the party of the year, the Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party, powered by Bud Light, Thursday, September 10th.
And Jacobs is knocked back, and he didn't make it, and it was Linval Joseph.
Party like a pirate with Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
CopyPro, the professional office systems people, have been serving Eastern North Carolina since 1971. From Greenville to Wilmington, businesses trust CopyPro for reliable technology, award-winning service, and top brands like Konica Minolta and Ricoh. Need multi-function printers, document management, or network solutions? CopyPro delivers powerful tools backed by certified technicians and a team dedicated to your success. CopyPro, professional people, professional systems, powerful results. Visit copypro.net or call 756-3175 today.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is closer than you think, right outside your front door. With service from American Airlines, you're now connected to destinations around the world, all from PGV. Skip the long lines. Avoid the congestion of larger airports. Fly local and enjoy a faster, easier travel experience. Whether it's business or your next getaway, Pitt Greenville Airport gets you there with ease. Start your journey today at flypgv.com or AA.com. Pitt Greenville Airport. Fast, convenient, and close to home, where the pirates fly.
You've had your new computer a few years now, but lately it's been running super slow, acting strange, and you're worried about viruses and losing data.
This is driving me mad!
Let the experts at University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern professionally diagnose your Mac or PC to see what's really going on. They'll determine the root cause and not just symptoms, so you don't waste money fixing the wrong issues. Call 252-558-1280 for in-store or remote service, or make an appointment online at universitypccare.com.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where the fiesta never ends. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Wednesday for shrimp tacos for only $11.99. Plus Wednesdays, all Mexican imports are just $3.49. Thursdays, enjoy your favorite beef, chicken, or vegetable fajitas, also just $11.99. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
If you missed Pirate Radio Live, you missed
David Glenn, North Carolina Sports Network.
The 2 most unusual hires of Bill Belichick when he took the Carolina job was, 1, keeping Freddie Kitchens from Mac Brown's staff. He turned out to be a train wreck of an offensive coordinator for one of the worst offenses in all of college football. And then Michael Lombardi Clip had been a sports gambling podcast host. So the idea that your right-hand man would be someone who is, only revisiting college roots from, 40 years prior? That's just weird.
Pirate Radio Live, weekdays from 3 to 6, exclusively on Pirate Radio TV on YouTube, and on the Pirate Radio app. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
This is the Pirate Nation, and we are pirates because all you have to do to get anybody excited here is go, Purple!
You guys are rocking. The city's awesome, and I love you guys.
Sumo Kongbe hit, driven back,
see you standing tall.
The biggest thing about Pirate Nation is we kind of get it for as small a community as we are. We really get everybody involved.
Y'all are intimidating guys. I'm saying y'all are famous. Y'all are celebrity type guys, and that's intimidating.
We never lose a tailgate. That's the one thing. Undefeated.
Go Pirates! Yeah.
Live from the First Flight Credit Union Studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here in the First Flight Credit Union Studios, coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930 online, PR927FM.com. The Pirate Radio app is powered by Carolina Caliber. And come join us on YouTube, Pirate Radio TV. We have a packed 3 hours coming your way today. In just a moment, we'll talk to our musical guest for the Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party, Adrian Watts from Trainwreck in the house today. We'll talk to Adrian and Ellerby in just a moment. We got Ken Watlington, WNCT Channel 9, joining us as the Pitt County schools begin high school football, which means we're getting closer to Touchdown Friday on WNCT Channel 9. We'll talk to Ken about that and more. Donnell Coley will join us to talk some college football. Donnell from the Daily Reflector at 4 o'clock. Anna Sawyer, former ECU softball player, has landed a gig as a head volleyball coach at Parrott Academy. We'll talk to Anna Sawyer on today's edition of the show. Rachel Whitten from Visit Greenville NC will join us because the Little League Softball World Series is back in Greenville. The opening ceremony is coming up Saturday. We'll tell you about that. And head basketball coach of your ECU Pirates, Mike Schwartz, will join us in the third hour.
Great respect.
Ton of respect to you, Coach. And we'll have a lengthy conversation with Mike Schwartz coming up in hour number 3 of today's show. Jared Watkins is here. Shirley Rhodes is here. And as Kenny said in the chat gang, you know it's big news when Ellerby shows up. Ellerby, we have big news and a big guest joining us today.
Well, the big news is wearing one of the coolest shirts I think I've seen. I mean, I guess he thinks it's Friday, Hawaiian Shirt Friday here.
Shout out to my wife, man. Shout out to my wife.
Yeah, our main man, Adrian from Trainwreck. He's going to be the musician, the man with the plan, the band. You're going to rock it out for us at the Hilton on September 10th, man. I can't be more excited to have you guys be a part of the great party that we're going to throw at the Hilton on September 10th.
It is such a big honor for us to be able to do this, especially for me coming from Pirate Nation. This is going to be one for the books right here. And we're going to cook up some good stuff for you. I've already got some ideas brewing, and
You're very, very creative. You're high energy, high entertaining, and Trainwreck is one of those bands everybody around here knows if they haven't been sleeping under a rock in the last 20 years or so. I mean, you guys have played, all the Free Boots and so many other venues around here. But I mean, we're excited to have you guys as a part of it. Give us a little flavor of for people that want to know, what is the history of Trainwreck?
Wow. So Trainwreck goes back to me and 2 of my roommates sitting on the couch. We were in another band. We didn't have a gig on certain nights. And so we would literally just take the 3 of us, get a phone call, go out and just start jamming. We'd grab other random guys that were hanging out with us. We all knew 30, 40 songs together. We'd go out and just play a gig just on a whim. No rehearsal, just walk out and just do it as a kind of like a part-time thing. Fast forward about 4 years later, it ended up becoming a full-time gig. And then about 2 years after that, I incorporated it, and it really became a big full-time gig. And that was, from that point, it's been 21 years.
Trainwreck.
Is there a cool story behind the name?
That's what I was getting ready to ask. Because it's a cool name, but what's the story?
I'll give a big shout out to my buddy David Irwin. We were playing at AJ McMurphy's, the original AJ's, in the corner, and just in between a song, somebody said, "Man, you guys sound great. What's your name?" And David goes, "We don't really have a name. We're just up here doing this off a whim." He said, "But we could sound like a train wreck or we could not." And we laughed about that for days and days, and it just kind of stuck. And over the years, I always thought about, we're going to change the name, But no, now it's it's almost a household thing.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. You got a cool logo. It's on the party poster that we are starting to get up around town. So keep an eye on that. Party's going to be September 10th, that Thursday night at the Hilton. It's the Thursday before the Appalachian State game. Tickets are going to be free this year, so it's going to be an opportunity to help pack the Hilton. We're going to release tickets 3 weeks out from the party. They're going to be available at UBE in downtown Greenville and at the original Tiebreakers on Smithwick Drive. So we'll give you details when they're ready. You may have heard about this guy. He's coming to the party, Linval Joseph.
Whose job was literally to be a train wreck in the middle of the defense.
He
fits very well. Yeah.
This is just a perfect match made in heaven right here.
And he's actually a really cool guy. He was at another event signing autographs that we did years and years ago. And I just kind of walked up to him. I was like, "You are a big boy." And he just laughed and he stuck his hand out and his hand is like that huge. And I was like, wow, yeah, you're a real big boy.
Yeah, so Linval is going to get us kicked off with a little welcome speech to everybody. And then we're going to turn the microphones and the music over to you. So I think...
and we're going to go, it's going to be full steam ahead. It ain't going to be, when we hit the train, it's going. You better get on board. Get your drinks, get your sweat rags, get ready to lose a couple pounds,
get ready to rock. We got a couple, Clip's a former music. Are you a former or you're current?
Former, retired lead singer of the Lads. Finished second place at the Attic in the Battle of the Bands when we were in high school. It was kind of, rigged because the first place band had David Dixon on it, which is not fair. Great musician.
Oh, I know exactly.
Great guitar player.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
David, yeah.
But yeah, I'm retired, Ellerby. I'm going to let Adrian and them take over.
Well, Adrian's probably appreciative to know that that's off the plate for that Thursday.
Sorry, Adrian. I turned it down.
I might just drag him up there now.
I turned it down.
Our other guest is coming on the show later today, Rachel. I think you know her.
I know Rachel very well.
Rachel,
yeah.
Very musical show today.
Lead singer of Dauntless. Does Mike Schwartz sing? Maybe you can ask him when it's hour number 3 if he wants to come out to the party and show some respect, and maybe he could sing the national anthem or something for us. I don't know.
Maybe so. Adrian, who were your musical, influences? Who did you like? Why did you become a musician?
First time I saw Elvis, I thought that was the coolest thing ever. And then when I discovered Led Zeppelin, it was game over.
Your mind.
It was game over.
Elvis to Led Zeppelin. If you would have said guess the two names that Adrian's going to say today on the show clip, would those even have been in the top 10?
Led Zeppelin, maybe. Elvis, no, I wasn't thinking. But yeah.
I remember I was on the soccer bus going to a game like 8th grade, and I had these headphones on, and it's the first time I ever heard Zeppelin, at an age I could recognize. And I just heard that beginning of Black Dog, and I was just like, what is this? And I just remember my eyes just opening, and then the portal just was gone.
Were you playing music at that time?
I was already playing at that time. I come from a family that really loves music. I'm an only child, but my mother had 7 brothers and sisters, and when we gathered at my grandmother's house, my grandmother had this wall of amazing records, and it was everything from Anne Murray to Parliament Funkadelic to Prince to Rick James to Lionel Richie to all the old country greats. They loved everything. There was no music that was ever unturned in my house. My dad used to be a big band promoter. He played trumpet for a while, so he listened to a lot of jazz and blues. So I heard that influence from as a young kid. I started playing music when I was about 3. Started out on piano. Moved to guitar about 6. Then I got real serious about guitar about 11. And then when I was 12, my soccer coach, who was also an amazing guitar player and teacher, and he actually toured with Zeppelin, the guys, he took me under his wing. So that was, he basically gave me my whole career, between soccer coaching and playing music. So
how many instruments can you play?
A lot.
That covers it right there. Best concert you've ever been to?
Best concert
as a fan? Yeah.
As a fan?
Yeah. What's the best one you've seen in person?
The sound of Lynyrd Skynyrd live is crazy insane. But when you get Tower of Power, when you get those people with these big brass horns together, it's real inviting. I've been to some Grateful Dead shows too. So there's a lot of stuff like
maybe
that.
there's some
Do you remember them?
Maybe there's some you don't remember right now. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe I stumped the guest. Right there. So what was it about Elvis that you loved? That drew you in?
His swagger.
Okay, the swag.
Elvis was cool.
Yeah,
he was cool. He looked cool. He sounded cool. He moved cool. He was different. He was different than everybody else. He walked into the room, and it wasn't an air of cockiness. It was an air that that's just who he was. Elvis was one of the realest dudes ever to play music,
What's the newest song y'all will perform today? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you've got your hits and the party music and all that stuff. Is there anything out in the last, 5 years that you enjoy, that you play? How do you feel about music currently?
Music is a different thing than me growing up. A lot of music is created, basically on the keyboards, beats and stuff like that.
Right.
And I appreciate that type of stuff because, also being a DJ, I see where it comes from. A lot of new music. I mean, I love everything from Noah Kahan to Dua Lipa. I love female singer-songwriters and stuff. Megan Maroney, she's pretty awesome. And as far as new rock and roll goes, there's so many bands that are just coming out now. They're doing things. I love the way Linkin Park has kind of reinvented themselves.
I was not even aware of that.
Yeah,
I need to look into that, I guess.
Yeah, I love Hailstorm. I grew up a skateboard kid, so Metallica and, a lot of heavy music is what I was into too. But I was also into Run DMC, and I also love Diana Ross. So it's,
an eclectic mix.
And it reflects back in Trainwreck, and I call it just like my musical schizophrenia, because we'll go from one thing to another. Like the other night, we were playing in Williamston, and we went from Hank Williams into Soulja Boy. So and the people's faces were like. They didn't know what to do.
Well, that kind of matches what you were saying earlier about your family. When you were saying hey, I grew up, you grew up in a family, but y'all had music of all genres. It wasn't like, hey, I grew up listening to jazz music and then that spawned me that I wanted more. I mean, you were kind of already diversified at a young age of your music taste, and you've kind of grown it from there.
Oh, by far. The funny story I tell some of my friends is I was 30 when I realized that I was probably the only black kid that had Dukes of Hazzard toys. Because I love Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah.
And it kind of dawned on me later in life, oh, wow, that was probably kind of weird to some people.
Were you just watching for Uncle Jesse? Is that what it was?
Boss Hog, man. Boss Hog.
I like how music can connect everyone. I was mowing the grass in 6th, 7th grade listening to Wu-Tang Clan. And, probably not a lot of people on my road were doing that necessarily. But
mowing grass?
They were mowing grass, but not listening to Wu-Tang Clan, I would say. But yeah, all the genres, man. That's really cool. Looking forward to it coming up at the Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party. We'll get into this more with our other guests, but Jay wants a win and loss count. So while we got Adrian here, we need his prediction for ECU football 2026. Adrian, the Pirates open up with Alabama. That might be a tough one. You think so?
We'll send them back sweet home.
See, you just mentioned Leonard Skinner. Hey, it's gonna be sweet home Alabama for ECU, right?
That's right.
In Birmingham, they love the governor. App State, Old Dominion, Central, Rice, UAB, Memphis, Temple, USF, Charlotte, Army, FAU. What kind of season are you expecting for Blake Harrell and the Pirates coming off 8 wins in 24, 9 wins last year? What do you think it'll be this year?
Oh, we're leveling up.
All right.
We're leveling up. Conference champs.
Okay.
And we're going to a big bowl.
Conference champs, big bowl. If the loss number is low and the Pirates win the American, there's a shot we're in the college football playoff. It happened with Tulane just last year. Why not us?
Why not us?
Why not us? We beat Tulane before.
Yeah, I think I'm optimistic, confident about this football team. I think that a lot of stuff's going to unfold, obviously, in the month of August. But I think Blake Harrell, he's doing something special over there, and I feel like a healthy East Carolina football team should be able to be back competing in definitely in the top 2 or 3 spots for a championship.
It's a healthy environment right now, and you could see last year big strides that they've made, and you can tell the excitement in the players and in Blake.
Yeah, and I talked to Coach Harrell actually the other day, and he's going to be coming to the Pirate Radio football kickoff party too. So so it's going to be another fun night. He's been gracious about all the coaches about coming to the kickoff party, and so super excited about Pirate Nation in September 10th.
Adrian Kenny, who he does a lot with music, Kenny Curling, says Adrian and Trainwreck have played for us down at the river, and a birthday party. Pirate Nation will enjoy them. A lot of folks around here have seen Trainwreck, I would imagine. How far has music taken you? Where have you played, like, as far as nationally? Have you played any internationally? Like, where has the music taken you?
We've gone all the way to New York up to did some shows in California with some of the early guys. So I always tell people, I'll play a phone booth in Timbuktu for enough money.
Show me the money.
Can you find a phone booth?
That's going to be the toughest part.
That's going to be like...
Now I want to find one and play it.
I want you to start going to places asking where the payphones are.
Right.
See what kind of looks you got.
Superman will be right there.
Yeah.
Awesome
Adrian
stuff.
Watts, our special guest, going to be rocking and rolling the Pirate Radio football kickoff party. Really looking forward to it. Favorite song you perform? That if you could only play one, what would that be?
Oh, wow. You guys are asking tough questions.
That tough, man. I figured you have. I've asked somebody else this today too, what their favorite jam was, and it did stump them for a minute. I figured a musician would be like, "Man, this is my go-to song. This is my walk-up song, my walk-off song too."
We have so many songs that we like to have fun with. Sometimes when you just see the look on people's faces, it makes it that particular moment that's my favorite song of that moment that we played that particular night. Plus, we don't play by a set list, so we kind of judge how the crowd is going. So
love it. We
kind of throw stuff out and see how they're going. That's how we're gonna go. It's a whole vibe thing with us. I would say when I play Simple Man, it is a very special song to me and to a lot of people too. So I would say that could very well be one.
There's been 2 times during the interview I've looked over there and J-Bones was smiling and nodding, and it's when you said Leonard Skinner and this Simple Man. And I think you got one out of Elvis too. I think we got a little smirk from J-Bone over there. J-Bone, what do you think? Are you getting fired up for the party now?
Yeah, getting very fired up. You said you play Hank Williams. You went from Hank Williams to Soulja Boy. Are we going to see a steel guitar? Are we going to hear any steel guitar?
I can bring it still.
All right, let's do it.
I can bring it still. I sure can.
Let's do it.
J-Bone, no, we didn't ask you about your musical career. Are you a musician, retired?
Just in the truck and in the shower.
Oh, okay.
And walking the halls when nobody else is here.
So a lot of people don't even realize that we even opened up for like David Allen Coe, like back in the day at the Attic. Like we've done some crazy gigs, and my guys are always like, Adrian Watts, you've taken me to the craziest places.
What was that guy like?
Oh, it's awesome. Absolutely fantastically awesome.
Okay. What about any other guys you've met at your? I mean, because the Attic had some headline bangers back in the day.
Oh yeah, I've got to work with a lot of people through the Attic. Joe and some guys would actually send me and my other buddy Ken Bass out while we were off. He would call us up and say, "Hey, come take the bands out." So we got to go hang out with Train. I got kicked off their tour bus because I got the band too drunk. I've got some funny stories. I shot a Civil War, one of those big old cannons in the middle of nowhere with a bunch of people at a party for a guy that was about to die from brain cancer. So, I've got, when I write my book that one day, it's going to be a bestseller.
Well, I was thinking more of a 30 for 30, or was it like the E! True Hollywood story of Trainwreck?
Behind the music on VH1.
How they do that, my Netflix special.
Yeah, there you go.
Also, connecting people together, Jenny said Trainwreck and Adrian are responsible for Joe and I meeting. So, Joe might not like you that much, but Jenny does.
Well, I guess we'll count him out for being at the party.
But that's awesome. So,
we have married a lot of people.
Yeah.
We were at an event this past Saturday, and it's like, you married us 20 years ago. So that's a lot of love. We've actually done generations. We've done.
I was about to say, you told me that one day.
Brothers, sisters. We've done the mother's wedding, the cousin. Like when you hire us for a party, we're part of your family now.
That's what I say. You're part of our family,
the
Pirate
family.
Nation
yeah,
family.
and you and I go back so long.
I can't wait. It's going to be a lot of fun. Excited about having it back at the Hilton for the first time since 2019. Tickets will be free once again. They'll be available at UBE and the original Tiebreakers on Smithwick. Those will be available about 3 weeks out. We'll give you all the details, but Linval Joseph is going to be there. I know he's already talked to a bunch of his teammates that are going to be planning to come to that event as well, the whole Pirate Radio crew. So definitely mark it on your calendar. And as you said, when the Pirates are rolling out of Sweet Home Alabama with a W, and then as Clip said, the biggest game of the year, according to Clip Brock, is September 12th against the Appalachian State Mountaineers.
Lost to them 3 times in a row.
Yeah, we're even invite your App State friends if they're in town early for the game to come out to the Hilton that night. So just going to be a fun way to kick off the Greenville football weekend on Thursday, September 10th. And we're working with the Hilton as well, where there's take the elevator home rate. So call and get there early and get a little bit, get a good rate and have fun with us.
I'm glad it's back at the Hilton too. We've worked close with them over the last 20 years or so. So it's gonna be good, and it's gonna feel homey because everybody's gonna be on the same level right there together again.
And I couldn't thank our buddy Russ Saputo and Carolina Eagle and Bud Light for being our title sponsor every year we've done the party. So going to have plenty of pirate beverages flowing from plenty of bars. So it's going to be a big night, and look forward to seeing everyone there. And Trainwreck going to be rocking and rolling. Are you going to wear this sweet shirt that night, or you got?
I might wear this. I might show up as a full pirate. I don't know. I'm going to talk to Steve.
Steve's going to be there. Steve's going to be there. Maybe you can dress like him. Y'all could be twins.
That would be awesome. Like a Schwarzenegger and DeVito.
Like a remake.
That's right.
Pirate twins.
Twins. Adrian, thanks for joining us, man. That was
thanks
fun.
for having us, guys.
Enjoyed it.
I really appreciate it. I'm honored you guys have chosen us to provide the soundtrack. So,
man, it's going to be a fun night. Ellery, good stuff.
Yeah, awesome. We'll be back. We've got a date in early August to be catching up with our special guest, Linval Joseph, and we got some more details. Got a special DJ that's going to be a part of the night. We'll announce that news in another week or so. But the countdown is on. Coming away six Thursdays from this Thursday. So go ahead and put it on your date, September the 10th.
All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. Ken Watlington, WNCT Channel 9, joins us.
At the building.
To talk some football. He's in the green room waiting, and we'll check in with Ken when we return after this.
Great hair.
TV hair.
Hello, Pirate fans. Jeff Stein coming at you from Brown & Wood Buick GMC. For Buick, we've got Envistas at 0.9 with $1,000 purchase allowance. Encore GX 0.9 with $2,250 in purchase allowance. Envision also with 0.9 with $1,750 in purchase allowance. And Enclave 0.9 with $750 in purchase allowance. Only at Brown & Wood Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. We've got 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
When it comes to protecting your home, don't gamble with just any roofer. Trust the pros at the Boone Group Roofing. Locally owned by Toot Boone, they've been serving all of Eastern North Carolina with honest, high-quality roofing you can count on. They offer no money down, and every job is backed by a 5-year workmanship warranty, because your roof should be done right the first time. Don't wait. Call today at 252-714-0021. For a roof that's built to last and service you can trust, the Boone Group Roofing is on top of their game.
The Toot Boone Boogie. College is hectic, but where you live shouldn't be. At Pirates Cove, you get your own quiet space and private bathroom. With 2 pools, a fitness center, EV chargers, the only student property with a new soccer mini pitch field, a business room for focus, and a quick ride to campus. No dorms, no drama, just the lifestyle you're looking for. Pirates Cove isn't just where you stay, it's where you live.
Play ball! Greenville, it's time to play ball. The Greenville Yard Gnomes are back, and tickets are on sale now. Bring the whole family out for big hits, wild promotions, and non-stop fun all night long. From fireworks to theme nights, every game is an experience you don't want to miss. Cold drinks, great food, and the best atmosphere in town. Don't wait till it's sold out. Grab your seats now. Get your tickets today at yardgnomesbaseball.com or at the box office.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kids Scene.
Y'all come get bucked up.
Looking for the perfect bottle of wine or something a little more unique? Discover Simply Divine Oil and Wine in Arlington Village. With a huge selection of hand-picked wines and gourmet olive oils, there's something for every taste. Not sure what to choose? Kimberly and her expert team are always ready to guide you, answer your questions, and help you find your new favorite. Join the fun with wine tastings twice a month or test your knowledge at trivia every Thursday. Follow Simply Divine Oil and Wine on Facebook and Instagram to stay in the know. Simply Divine Oil and Wine. Elevate your pour.
Looking for your new favorite hangout spot? Come on down to the Doghouse Tavern, Aiden's veteran-owned crown jewel on 2nd Street. From open mic Mondays to music bingo Thursdays, there's always something happening. Enjoy daily drink specials, one of the best bar menus around, and live music that'll keep you coming back for more. Grab your friends, kick back, and support local at the Doghouse Tavern. Check us out on Facebook to see what's on tap this week. The Doghouse Tavern, where good times and great vibes live.
UBE and Pireware.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at Pirateware.com. Go Pirates!
This is Jeremy Lewis, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. If you're cruising around town or headed out for a weekend adventure, make sure you're riding in something you can count on from Capital Subaru of Greenville. From brand new Subarus with legendary all-wheel drive to quality pre-owned vehicles, Capital Subaru has your back. Stop by today or visit capitalofgreenville.com. Capital Subaru, love what you drive. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday. Got a lot of guests to get to on today's show. Donnell Coley, Anna Sawyer coming up hour 2, Rachel Whitten, and Coach Mike Schwartz coming up hour 3.
Who was it cool for?
Why did Mike Schwartz say that during our interview?
Who was it cool for?
You will find out. And it was a funny moment, at least for me. Not as funny for Jared.
Would you say that's a cool moment?
I think that was a very cool moment.
Well, who's it cool for?
We'll find out what he was talking about coming up in at 5 o'clock. Joining us now, Ken Watlington, WNCT Channel 9. Hello, Ken.
Hello. How are we doing today?
I'm okay.
All right.
You?
It's a beautiful day in Greenville, USA.
That it is. Certainly is. Real quick, let's check in with the chat gang because we were unable to do that, and we're unable to do it right now. I'm getting the wait a moment from Jared Watkins.
Wait.
So I will talk to my guest. Nope, now I'm ready to go. Jerry says hello. Hello. Ken, name 3 baseball players that were in Seinfeld episodes.
Keith Hernandez.
Yes.
Oh my God, Paul O'Neill.
Yes.
Daryl Strawberry. No.
I don't remember Strawman. I remember some other Yankees though.
Yeah.
I got a hint.
Yeah.
It rhymes with Jarek Dieter.
Huh. Really? Jeter? Okay.
I think Jeter, Bernie Williams, weren't they around?
Bernie Williams.
Yeah, because that's when George was practicing abstinence, and he's just banging out home runs because he's so smart and has the trajectory. And he's giving Derek Jeter tips, and Derek Jeter's like, "We won a World Series," and George goes, "Yeah, in 6 games."
And wow, was it after that they swept the Braves? Maybe George was onto something.
He was onto something.
Who was did Kramer get in a fight in a fantasy camp game with a legend?
Yeah.
It wasn't Mantle, was it?
I think it was Mickey Mantle.
But he was never on screen.
No.
But Kramer told us about the fight. Jerry says, we are the PRL chat gang. Jamie says, hey now.
Hey now.
He says, Wes Welker, interesting choice for Commanders tight end coach. I think it's a great choice. He was part of the organization and now will be the tight ends coach. Last guy got a Dewey and they sent him home.
Well, these things happen and you got to pivot, and they pivoted.
Speaking of Deweys, Jarrett is like doing his own JFK when it comes to the Tony Romo video. He's breaking it down frame by frame.
Yeah. They came out today, had an open container. Do you know how flawed the open container laws are? If I go in with a case of beer and like I had drank some the night before and I'm going somewhere and I'm transporting it, and if there's one taken out and the case is like messed up and it's open, that's open container. That doesn't even mean he was drinking and driving.
You should go into law, it sounds like. You
Just with these specific cases.
Defender.
The cop said, we found 2 shooters in your passenger seat. And he's like, yeah, and were they drank?
That's a pretty good argument there. Yesterday I went to Sheetz and a guy got a 6er of bottles and he had a backpack on and he bought them and I was next in line, so I was getting my stuff. And I noticed while I was walking out, he had put his bag on the table at Sheetz. I guess put the 5 beers in the bag and then was holding one as he exited the store. And I didn't see if he popped it or not, but why else would you be holding it if you're not going to pop it?
What, are you not allowed to drink?
I think I don't think you're allowed to drink in public, are you?
When I would leave the bars in college, I'd always stop at Sheetz and get one to go and walk back home.
I think it's frowned upon.
I remember when I turned 21, because I turned 21 at midnight on November 1st, so it was Halloween night, so everybody was going crazy.
Yeah.
And I was at 519 buying my first legal alcohol beverages, and it was cool. And I bought one, and our group was leaving, so I walked out, and the cop said, hey, man, you can't have that out here. And I was like, dude, I just turned 21. And I was showing him my ID. He was like, no, you can't have it outside in the middle of, you can't do that. And I was like, oh, yeah, you're right.
But you can now in the social district.
Now you can. Yes, correct.
During certain hours.
I don't know, Jarrett. Test that theory.
Yeah, get on it.
Go crack one and walk around and see if anybody says anything to you.
Well, I'm at work right now. I'll try it out.
Yeah.
Maybe Saturday.
All right. Joel says adios to Shirley. Won't be the same without you. That's for sure. Joel also asking, you think P-Mace would make an appearance again?
White Sox or White Hot?
Is he talking about on this show or at the party?
Or just in general?
Just a public appearance? I have not. I've texted with him a little bit, but man, I ain't talked to him in forever. I'm going to call him and see if he answers. He's probably like... Buenas noches, Chicago! He's probably at his actual job. Yeah. I don't even know what he does. I think he's a soup tester for Campbell's.
It's a good gig.
He gets to taste all the soups. Uh-oh.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, P-Mace, you're live on the air.
Hey, how's it going?
Great, man. Joel in the YouTube chat said, you think P-Mace would make an appearance again? And I said, hey, let's call him and talk to him.
Yeah, what's up?
What's up with you? What are you doing these days?
Not much, man. I'm just chilling. I'm just having the summer of Pat, just living the dream.
The summer of Pat. Awesome.
Yep. Page out of Costanza's book.
We've been talking about Seinfeld today, actually.
I love it.
What's new in the soup world, man? Tried any new soups lately?
No, not nothing new, but I did go back in the well of the lobster bisque. I think I did that like last week, but still chugging along, doing my thing.
Are you how are you feeling about this White Sox season, man? Can you believe what's happening?
I mean, I'm having an absolute blast, especially coming off of 300 lost seasons. I mean, I'm watching every game, living and dying with them. But this past couple games with the Yankees sort of brought me back down to earth a little bit. I know it's baseball. There's a million games, but man, I don't know. I'm still having a blast though. This is awesome.
Yeah, good for you and all the White Sox fans. White Sox Yankees tonight at 7:40. Coming up. Any questions for Pat? Pat, how you feeling about the Bears this season, coming off a playoff appearance, playoff win?
Yeah, I'm so pumped. I mean, I think I said this last year with Ben Johnson coming in. I was excited, but I'm probably even more excited. Another year with him and Caleb working together, and I just love the tight end group they got. I mean, who's excited about tight ends? But I guess that's football nowadays.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm thrilled. I'm super pumped.
Good to hear. How about your thoughts on Pirate football? How much did you keep up with East Carolina football, not having to cover them? Be honest.
I did. Honestly, if they were on TV, I was watching them. If they didn't bump up against Iowa, I was watching them. And I listened to a lot of the fifth quarter stuff if I could. I just love hearing the fans get all riled up too. And it was fun just kind of coming at it from a place of not as much knowledge too. I'm not around there every day, so it's just kind of fun to see it from that aspect. But yeah, I mean, like usual, I guess I'm pretty excited. I guess I like what Blake Harrell's been able to build, and it's kind of fun just to see him get going and what they can keep doing.
All right, an impromptu chat with Patrick Mason. Any questions for P Mace? No, we're good.
I want some soup now, but
yeah. For Ken, what's your relationship with soup? How often?
I like soup.
You like soup?
Yeah. Soup.
Hey,
and I are
Patrick,
friends.
recommend a good soup for Ken Watlington to have.
Let's see. I've actually tried to make this. I had some orzo in there. I don't know. I guess that sort of qualifies as soup, but I just made this creamy garlic orzo and chicken soup.
Okay.
And that was pretty awesome. I guess orzo is, what is it, like a rice noodle kind of thing?
Yeah.
But it was awesome. It was 100 degrees. I made it 2 or 3 weeks ago. I'm still chowing down.
That's par for the course with the Patrick Mason. Patrick, good to hear from you, man.
You too, buddy.
All right, we'll keep in touch.
Yeah, definitely.
Later on. All right. Thank you, Joel, for suggesting that we talk to Patrick Mason. There we go.
You gonna call me up when I'm gone?
Where are you going?
Right, I'm just saying. When?
Of course, Ken. We'll talk.
All right, I'll talk to you next week.
Wait, you trying to one up Shirley?
No. I'll wait till another day to.
Are you? Yeah. What are we doing?
We don't know what we're doing. We don't know what's happening.
Should we talk about that?
No, we shouldn't. Definitely should not. Off air.
All right. Ken, we're glad to have you with us today.
I appreciate it.
And hope to have you with us next week. And
I'll be here.
Okay.
You might have me for all 3 hours next week.
Of course. And even if you're gone, Ken, we got to just talk about, we'll do your miserable index on the Braves, the Commanders, the UNCW, the Pirates. And when we return, we'll talk to Ken about what's going on in Chapel Hill.
What's going on?
I'll tell you.
Oh.
And get your thoughts on it. And more with the chat gang as well. On a Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live, we'll be back with you after these words.
Hello, friends. There are certain places where magic happens in golf. Augusta, St. Andrews, Pinehurst, and the Birdie Bar. Here, every drive feels 30 yards longer, and every friend suddenly becomes a swing coach after 2 or 3 beers. Step inside for world-class golf simulators, great drinks, and the kind of atmosphere that makes even a triple bogey feel memorable. The Birdie Bar in Greenville, where the only bad lie is the one that says, you don't have time for golf.
You want the college experience, the campus, the community, the feeling that your life is about to take shape. At Pitt Community College, you get all of that. PCC graduates move on to a university or launch careers they love with little or no debt. Registration for fall semester is going on now. Classes begin August 14th. Your future, your college. Pitt Community College. Let's get started. Start your future today at pittcc.edu/get started.
Doug Henry of Greenville is looking for your trade-in and your business. Doug Henry of Greenville is right on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial, and always right on the price and looking to beat every offer out there. Just bring it in and you won't be disappointed. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily, and you can always check them out online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Doug Henry, right on the corner and right on the price.
Hey Pirate Nation, Frank Etheridge here with First Flight Credit Union. Does this warm weather find you dreaming about weekends on the water? Make it happen with a boat loan from First Flight Credit Union. Whether you're upgrading your fishing boat, cruising with your family, or chasing sunsets, we offer competitive rates, flexible terms, and fast and local decisions, so you can spend less time waiting and more time boating. Apply today at one of our branches located in Greenville, New Bern, Havelock, Morehead City, and Cary. All local residents are membership eligible. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender. Go Pirates.
Think downtown Greenville is hard to get to? Think again. The roads are open and downtown is ready for you. Come see us at Fish Street Hardware, where you can drive right in for great food, cold drinks, and entertainment all week long. Join us Tuesday for Singo Music Bingo, Wednesday trivia with $1.25 wings, every Thursday for live music or open mic, then kick off the weekend with live music Friday and Saturday, plus yappy hours and fun in the repair shop game room. The roads are open, the patio is waiting, and downtown Greenville is ready to welcome you at Fish Street Hardware.
Here at the Holistic Company, we know that life throws you its fair share of curveballs. Like passing that drug test? Congrats. Now you can finally relax, kick back, and, well, light one up. You've earned it. With weekly events like trivia, karaoke, comedy, open mic, movie night, and, of course, all your favorites. Flour, merch, carts, edibles, and wellness products. Whatever you need to legally take the edge off, we've got your vibe covered. Order online at theholisticco.com or visit us at 5th and Evans in Greenville or at one of our other 2 locations in Fremont or Smithfield. The Holistic Company.
Michelob Ultra is brewed here. So is the feeling when we rally together behind one team. From the pitch to the pool, Superior is brewed here. Michelob Ultra, proud sponsor of the U.S. men's national soccer team. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026, San Jose Bush, Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Is your car making strange noises? Or that check engine light still won't go away? At Bell's Fork Truck and Auto Service in Greenville, we take the stress out of car care. From quick oil changes to full service repairs. And diesel truck service too. Our certified technicians deliver high quality work without the high dealership prices. No guesswork, no pressure. Just honest, dependable service to get you back on the road with confidence. Don't let a small issue turn into a costly repair. Stop by today or schedule your service now. Bell's Fork Truck and Auto Service. Keeping Greenville moving.
This is Josh Moylan, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. You would do anything to keep your family safe. Don't leave safety to chance with national companies or do-it-yourself systems. SCI Technologies has recently merged with High-Tech Communications to become North Carolina's premier security, audio, and fire alarm provider. They have the most cost-effective solutions for your home or business's security and life safety needs. Call SCI Technologies today at 321-7006. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Cliff.
Welcome back in. Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday. Oh my God, what a way to end it. The Braves. Did they really put in a pinch runner? Yeah. Dubon got on. Mateo pinch runs. Gets caught stealing to end the game.
Trickery bull.
That's what that was. And the Braves fall to the Mets. That's 2 in a row to the Mets. They lose the series. They'll try to avoid the sweep tonight with Chris Sale on the mound. Salesman going at it tonight at 7:10.
Luckily for the Braves, everyone else, Phillies have won. I think they won today already, but they've been struggling.
Yeah.
The Marlins have lost 12 out of 14 or something like that.
And the Nats are losing today, too.
So
Trey Savage and the Blue Jays took a little while, but finally Trey getting some run support. He had a great outing. Got to get the walks down a little bit because he had 3 walks, but struck out 4, went 6 2/3. 3 hits, 1 run, and that is all for Trey Savage. And right now, his team has a 5-1 lead over the Nationals' 8th inning on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by The Buck.
The Buck.
Stop me if you've heard this one before. Gavin Williams did not get run support last night. Oh, you've heard it before?
Yes.
That's pretty funny. You're a funny guy. But Gavin last night with a fantastic outing, allowing just 2 runs on 3 hits, struck out 12. I believe that was career high.
I've got an update from New York
for Gavin Williams. Oh, wait.
Call has been overturned.
Oh, my God.
Second.
There's life.
2 strikes, 2 outs, so Austin Riley at the plate.
This game has ended 5 times. Ken told me it ended earlier, and there was 2 outs in the 9th. We got a guy on. Then we get a guy, Mateo, caught stealing. That's overturned. So the Braves get some new life. Guardians lost last night to the Reds 2-0 on the Bucs scoreboard. Ken,
Yes.
as we see the finality of this one, tell us about your experience seeing the Braves live in Baltimore.
Yeah, I went to Saturday and Sunday's games up at Camden Yards, one of the best ballparks in the nation. Just fantastic. It was Hawaiian shirt night, the giveaway on Saturday. There was lines and lines and lines of people 2-3 hours before the game waiting to get in. So I went to Pickles Pub and had some drinks, and then I got into the game. And Braves ended up losing that game in extra innings. On Sunday, went back. Braves looked like they were going to lose that game in extra innings. Had a miraculous double play. Matt Olson saved the game.
Yeah.
And then Austin Riley got the big hit in the 11th to score a run, and they held on and won. So I'd actually walked out and gone back to the car at that point because that's what I do.
That is what you do. I went to Camden Yards in the in the early days of it, and I know they've moved the wall in the left field, but like watching a game on TV, it looks like not a lot has changed, and I mean that in a good way. Like it's such a classic ballpark.
It's easy to get to. It's easy to get around. It's spacious. Austin Riley just struck out swinging to end the game. So I'll add that in there real quick. Atlanta Braves, yeah.
Did you have any crab-related food while you were there?
Oh, of course. I had the crab pretzel. Oh, my gosh.
In the stadium?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that the crab? I just typed in crab.
I did not have the crab pretzel.
And anything else food-related?
A lot of orange crushes.
Oh, man, that looks pretty dang good.
Yeah, that was a meal.
So the crab is on the pretzel.
Yeah, kind of baked in or something, and cheese, and yeah.
That's
fire me up.
That is pretty good right there. Also, you supported the local vendors outside of the stadium?
Yeah, there was, I'm not going to say it's counterfeit merchandise, but if they're selling a $200 jersey for $80, sometimes those deals are too good to be true.
Yeah.
But I saw one of the new Brave City Connects, a Drake Baldwin. The guy was like, $80. I was like, man, I'm going to do this. And I picked out my size. All right, here's a large. Let's do it. And then I got in the stadium and put it on. It was about a quadruple XL.
Good news.
It was real big.
No real issues with the jersey outside of that.
No,
bad
that's great.
news.
Good stitch. Bad news, I could fit 4 people in it.
You're getting smaller, and that jersey is...
It might have grown since I got it back to Greenville.
You could re-bootleg it.
I could just put it on the eBay or something.
For $90, $85.
Nah, just stand in the alley downtown. Hey, got a jersey,
With an open beer. Let's see what happens.
That'll go over well. Maybe that's my new gig.
All right, more.
I'm with you. If it involves day drinking.
To the merchandising industry.
There we go.
Yeah.
You are a fashionable guy. Adrian Watts said you had nice hair.
Thanks. I mean, it's sprayed and painted on, but I mean, it's there.
Hey, nice hair, a nice rectum shirt.
Rectum? Rectum?
What is it?
This is Wrexham.
You know what it is, Jarrett. You know what it is. Wrexham and Liverpool in a...
Yes, a preseason friendly.
I hate the word friendly.
It is friendly.
It's going to be a friendly.
Yeah, Wrexham, Liverpool, ESPN 7:30 tonight, live from Yankee Stadium.
Okay.
Really wish I could go, but I'll see Wrexham Sunday in Chester, Pennsylvania, Subaru Park, the home of the Philadelphia Union. They'll be taking on Sunderland.
All right, very cool, very cool. Ken... You have North Carolina ties with your family. And not has gone right on the foot. Not a lot has gone right on the football field for Bill Belichick. And now some issues off the field with that program. Michael Lombardi on administrative leave, which I'm trying to be put on administrative leave. It sounds like a great gig if you can get it.
You're telling me I could stay at home and you're going to pay me.
Get paid?
Yeah.
Let's do it. But yeah, and we talked to David Glenn yesterday, and I kind of brought it up, like, what is Michael Lombardi's job there? And he said mostly the deals, the what are you paying this guy and this guy, and figuring all that. So it's not a terrible time to kind of lose your GM, this part of the calendar, but it's just another example of negativity surrounding the Bill Belichick era in North Carolina.
It's just an absolute dumpster fire. And that's probably the nicest thing you can say. It's just tough. It's tough. I mean, how do you go from Mac Brown, who probably shouldn't have got the job in the first place for the second time around, and then did all right, took him to an Orange Bowl, but But this time around, I mean, what a mess. What an absolute mess.
Yeah.
They'll be lucky to go 3-9.
And I didn't want to be like totally hindsight guy, so I said credit. You got to give them some credit for taking a gigantic swing, the biggest swing they've ever taken in football. But it has turned out to be a dud, and I just don't see a way it works out. I don't see this getting any better.
Now, who knows? We get to August 29th, they go over the Dublin, Ireland, and there's just something different about this team because Belichick's had that year and a half now to do the college thing, and maybe they're just all of a sudden fantastic. I don't think it's going to happen, but you never know. We'll never know until they play the game here in 3.5 weeks.
At this point in his career, do you think Bill Belichick is learning lessons?
No.
I think he's pretty much like, hey, I'm a genius.
Yeah, I think he's probably set in his way. So, but maybe, Bobby Petrino's, that factor will help with the offense. And, they've got some decent guys at some of the skills positions and a couple of guys back on defense that maybe, can help them kind of anchor the defense and be a little bit better. But the schedule's brutal. You got at Clemson, then you follow it up the very next week. Well, I guess after a bye week, you're at home against Notre Dame. And then a couple of games after that, you got the defending runner-up in Miami. I mean, it's just going to be a mess.
Looking at their quarterback, Billy Edwards.
Billy Edwards.
He has been
everywhere
in a football for a long time.
Yeah.
2021, redshirted at Wake Forest. 2022 through 24 played at Maryland. And 2025 went 1-1 at Wisconsin. So I will say this. I read this on his bio. Unlike this other person who...
She's not a Christian!
According to Wikipedia, Edwards is a Christian. So just wanted to get that out there.
So when that's one of your, couple of bullet points they list on Wikipedia,
I guess
there's not a whole lot for you to talk about.
Edwards is the son. Oh, right. Yeah. He's the son of Billy Sr. and Elizabeth Edwards. That was a famous name, right? And who was John Edwards' wife? Was that Elizabeth Edwards?
Queen Elizabeth Edwards?
And Edwards is a Christian. And they will play Texas Christian University.
Whose side is he on?
Exactly.
I think, Ken, hey, you're right. Maybe they come out and beat TCU. I think they lose to TCU, and there is a weird atmosphere for that home opener against East Tennessee State.
And by weird atmosphere, you mean 75% empty Kenan Stadium at noon on September 12th? Yes, I agree. That will be weird.
Some moans and groans. Where did Brad Johnson's kid end up going?
Well, he exhausted his eligibility.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
I think he tried to get another year, but couldn't do it.
I remember the old lefty threw one to his brother. Was that in the opener? I think I went home and watched the rest of that.
It might have been, yeah.
Hilarious
they
game.
Took Gio Lopez out of the game, and of course now Gio Lopez is going to be a star at Wake Forest. That's just the way things work.
Yeah, man, the transfer portal is crazy in so many ways, but the fact that the Wake Forest starter is Carolina's quarterback from last year, Miami's starter is Duke's quarterback from last year.
Yep.
I mean, you've got all this in trading and stuff. It's
one of those things that's not like the other, though. Gio may very well have a really good season for Wake Forest, but Mintz is a whole different beast.
That he is, and he's got a lot of money.
Yeah, he's doing all right.
He is doing good for
South
himself.
Florida.
Oh, I saw this.
You hear about this?
Yeah, did you see this? Hear about this? 18 college basketball players will make more money than LeBron James this season.
And LeBron, how many NBA players are going to make more money?
Oh, there's
LeBron?
a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Christian Anderson and Hannes Steinbeck will both make more money than LeBron James. Both Hornets rookies.
The NBA league minimum depends on a player's years of service, ranging from $1.3 million to $3.8 million. LeBron's getting four. So he's just over the veteran minimum. He's right at the veteran minimum.
That's crazy.
But it's crazy to start reading stuff where it's like he wanted the max from the Cavs because he wasn't going to play on the minimum for Dan Gilbert. And he would have taken the same money to go to Miami. He just didn't want to. Didn't think it was a good fit.
Just think if you were one of those college basketball players and say, I make more money playing basketball than LeBron James does playing basketball.
I think one of these colleges should have been he still has 4 or 5 years of eligibility. Let's just go get LeBron James if he's clearly if he's going to take less money.
So you can bring in guys from like the G League, right?
Dude, there was a guy who played a game in the NBA for the Hornets, and what is he on Baylor now?
If I'm Mike Schwartz, get Mike Schwartz back down here. Just see what happens if you like show up game 1 against whoever.
And you got the Monstars out there.
And you got, let's see, who Kevin Garnett didn't go to college. We can put him on the team.
Yep.
LeBron.
Kendrick Perkins didn't go to college.
Kwame Brown.
Kendrick Perkins didn't go to college.
I turned it down.
Yeah,
turned it down.
I mean, Bam only played 1 year at Kentucky.
They let J.R. Smith go to college and play golf. Why can't he come back and play basketball?
Oh, maybe we should be looking at golfers. Like, see if Jordan Spieth wants to come play basketball at ECU.
Yeah.
Matt says,
he is a gym rat.
Is Mensa making more money than LeBron? I would guess.
I'm gonna say he's making more than $4 million.
He's probably making 6, 7. Nobody.
Nope, not this audience. Estimated 6.5 million. He could actually give LeBron a little loan if he needs it.
Yeah, and he might.
And he might do that.
LeBron going up to Darian Mensah, hey man, you mind if I hold a little?
Let me get about $350.
I don't think LeBron's going to be able to go over to the Temple campus and ask any of those football players for.
He's not even going to live in Philly.
I know he's not.
Taking a helicopter to New York.
Is that true?
He's going to be living in New York. It's a 45-minute helicopter.
He should get like the LeBron mobile, like the Batmobile, and just drive through New York and Philly.
Apparently, J.J. Redick used to do that as well when he played for the Sixers. He would drive from Brooklyn.
Oh, okay.
I did not know that.
Or maybe I'm making it up.
Could be. You never know with these news guys.
Yeah. Fake news.
His hair's not even real.
It's really not.
Well, it's real, but
it's real thin.
Ken, thanks for joining us.
I appreciate you guys so much. And Shirley, congratulations to you. Thanks for all you've done. You were fantastic. Thanks for being so good to me. And best of luck. And find me a job if you're out there, see anything going around. And appreciate
it. Ken, we'll see you on the news.
Yes, tonight. And tonight only.
Back with
really leaning into this.
Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday. Donnell Coley and Anna Sawyer coming up hour 2. Back with you after this.
Save the date for the biggest party of the football season. Join Pirate Radio on Thursday, September 10th for the annual Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party, powered by Bud Light. It's a night of great music, great friends, and pirate pride as the party returns to the Hilton Greenville and Greenville Boulevard. This year's special guest is ECU legend and Super Bowl champion Linval Joseph.
Ball's out, picked up by the Vikings. Joseph, can he win this long foot race? Linval Joseph, no flags, touchdown Minnesota.
Come welcome Linval back to Greenville, then dance the night away with live music from Trainwreck. Stay tuned to Pirate Radio for your chance to score free tickets to the party of the year, the Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party, powered by Bud Light, Thursday, September 10th.
He just put Sayamalo on his back. What a play by Linval Joseph.
Party like a pirate with Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children.
Hey everybody, this is Parker Bird. Visit our friends at Children's Health Services on Arlington Boulevard on 10th Street and at childrenshealthservices.org. Go Pirates.
Hey, Eastern North Carolina, Mike from SCI Technologies. Got summer travel plans? Beach trips? Long weekends? Time away from home? Before you leave, make sure everything back at home is ready to go.
Imagine this. You're relaxing, miles away, and your phone buzzes. Not a surprise, not a panic, just a quick check-in. With SCI, you can arm your system, view your cameras, and get real-time alerts right from your phone.
So instead of worrying, just tap, check, and get back to your vacation. Because security isn't when everything goes right. It's for the moment something doesn't. SCI Technologies, protecting what matters, no matter where you are.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, pirates supporting pirates.
Happy 250th birthday, America! It's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. Let's celebrate freedom and heritage with a little less noise. During IWI's Silent Summer Rebate, purchase a qualifying Tavor 7, Zion 25, Galil H Gen 2, or Zion 15 SPR and receive a free Caliber matching suppressor. Shop online or visit Carolina Caliber. We'll guide you through every step of the suppressor application process in-house. All NFA rules apply. Let freedom ring a little quieter. Visit Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Miss Shirley, play my dad's commercial now.
Okay, Lincoln, you got it.
Looking for the best ride on four wheels? I'm Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts in Greenville. From parts to sales to service, we've got you covered with E-Z-Go, Club Car, and rugged utility carts ready to roll. Locally owned and operated, we'll even deliver right to you. Come see me on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School, or visit 360golfcarts.com.
360 Golf Carts, pirates supporting pirates. Arr!
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Tomorrow is a great day to treat yourself and support an incredible cause. It's Miracle Treat Day at participating Dairy Queen locations, and for every Blizzard sold, $1 will be donated to Maynard Children's Hospital through Children's Miracle Network. So grab your favorite Blizzard and know you're helping local kids and their families. You can participate at Dairy Queen locations all across eastern North Carolina. Enjoy a Blizzard tomorrow and help make a difference one sweet treat at a time. Also, Orthopedics to East and Sports Medicine has been caring for Pirate Nation and the student athletes at East Carolina University for more than 35 years and are the official team physicians for ECU. Orthopedics to East and Sports Medicine Center provides a variety of general and specialized operative and non-operative orthopedic services to meet the needs of the patients in Eastern North Carolina. For more information, call 757-2663 or visit orthoeast.com. Now let's head back into the show. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday. Going to dive back into our Appliances Superstore opponent previews coming up on Thursday, as we'll talk about Jared's favorite coach, Tim Albin, and the Charlotte 49ers. We'll talk to their play-by-play voice coming up on Thursday's edition of Pirate Radio Live. Joining us now inside the Pirate Radio studios to talk some football, Donnell Coley. Donnell, how you doing, man?
Little foosball on a Wednesday.
Donnell is looking for the football. He's ready to cover and write about and report on the football, as are we. And we don't have to wait too much longer, but we want to know when we can go cover ECU practice.
You know, when?
When can we do it?
When?
Let us know.
You'll know.
Jared, do you have any?
You know when you know, huh?
It's a need-to-know basis.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it'll be passed along when it's done.
I think we'll get an email tomorrow, and I'm going to go Friday at noon at the latest. I just got that feeling.
I'm going to say Sunday, 8 p.m.
No, man. Although I would say that would be pretty cool.
Who is it cool for?
Mike Schwartz joining us hour 3. Why did Mike Schwartz say this?
Who is it cool for?
We'll find out coming up in hour
Great
number
respect.
30. We talked to Mike Schwartz longer than I had anticipated.
I figured it'd go about 27, and if you look at it on the Stinger program, it says 26 even.
Wait, you thought it would go 20? Why the arbitrary number of 27?
I think that's how long it went last year.
You are Rain Man. You are weird. Just got these numbers floating around in your brain like that.
I mean, what do you want me to think about, man?
I was trying to hold him to 20, but we went 26 minutes with Coach Schwartz and got to know that team a little bit, and got some new faces. I'm excited about Jay Shane returning to the court and hopefully some better basketball in 26-27. Donnell, football on the brain, and went over this yesterday. What do you think about these percentages as far as win probability for ECU? The only games East Carolina is under 50% on a win probability, this from College Football Zone, was obviously the opener against Alabama and then at Memphis. Other than that, the Pirates over 50% for each game. Your thoughts?
I mean, at this point, I think we can agree that this schedule lines up more in favor of what we saw last year, especially during the opening few games. So
excluding Alabama.
Exactly.
Your next three, again, those Monarchs. You got to watch out.
Got to watch in Norfolk. Like they look locally, Norfolk. Got to watch out for them there, but. Yeah.
And ECU has had a better team than Old Dominion in the previous meetings, and we've had some tight games with them.
Yeah.
We've had some nail biters.
Yeah. I mean, so to me, this does not surprise me, if that's going back to what you're saying. This does not surprise me. Memphis, of course, that's one of them. 47% I'm looking at here. So Memphis, I would agree there. They're supposed to have a tough team, new coach, but he's had success everywhere he goes.
So look at the coach lack of longevity of these. So Rice, coach going into year 2, UAB year 1 as the head coach, Memphis year 1, but Coach Huff's been around obviously. Temple year 2, USF year 1, Charlotte year 2, Army's been there over a decade, FAU year 2. I mean,
welcome to 2026 college football.
The turnover is incredible everywhere, but especially in the American. Mm-hmm. And I'd like to, and I'll do this one day too, I will see which of these teams has a returning starting quarterback. I know FAU does, and off the top of my head, that's all I know as of this moment. I don't know if you can add any more to that.
Army's got Helms. He started a few games.
Okay,
I guess that's the projected starter. He started a few games. If he ends up being a starter,
would you say he's a Helms player? Helms no.
Come on now,
Donnell. Not a fan of that.
Come on, man.
All right,
it's good.
It's almost football season. You gotta let that go now. Come on now.
Damn.
Who do you think you are?
I'm getting a pep talk from Donnell, and I'm getting a dressing down from Donnell Coley.
Get serious, Clip. Come on.
Cale Helms. At quarterback for Army West Point. Donnell, I'll continue to ask you each and every week. Do you have who's your favorite in the American, and has it changed since we talked last week?
I think after watching, we saw the press conferences, we saw the media kickoff. I'm not even sure I gave an answer first, but I believe it's got to be either Memphis or USF. Those are my top two.
So I don't know about this year with USF, but if I'm picking a champion for 2027 or 2028, I would say USF. I'm a Heartline believer. I think that place can get talent, even if they don't have a good coach or a good recruiter, and I think they do have a good recruiter. I think his ties with Ohio State will help him. If a Buckeye is fourth on the depth chart there and wants to play at a pretty decent spot, he'll go to USF. So I'm with you there. Memphis kind of the same thing. Memphis always has talent. Now they have a coach with a proven track record in Charles Huff. They, again, if I'm doing 27, 28, I like them a lot. I just don't know about year one with those teams. Look, this is a big year for ECU to kind of get those guys. I think get them now.
This is it. This is the probably. I don't know. You guys have been covering this league way longer than I have, but this seems like a wide open. The definition of a wide open.
Oh yeah.
Nobody knows. There's so much turnover. Players, coaches. Nobody knows really, truthfully, who can be considered a favorite in this league.
And when you're in a year where your best teams might be the military academies, they don't necessarily blow teams out either. They Rice last year, Navy won 11 games. They beat Rice by 1 possession. I know they beat Temple. They beat Temple by 1 point. Let's see, South Florida, they beat them by 3. Memphis was an 11-point game and they won, and they played each other to a 1-point game. My point is, a dominant 11-win team or whatever, they're squeaking by a lot of these games. They could start 7-0, Army could, and then lose to North Texas, something like that. So I don't know. I'm with you. I think this thing is wide open this year, and there are probably 6-7 teams you could throw in a hat and pick out as a champion. As Jared said, one team we haven't heard as a potential champion is a team that won double-digit games last year in North Texas.
None.
They won 12 games last year.
Yeah.
And nobody's talking about them. They lose their head coach. We get their offensive coordinator. We got their running back and a receiver.
Yeah, Landon Size and Ashton Gray.
Yeah. So,
dude, I mean, they could have kept their entire roster and just the coach leaves. But you hire Neil Brown, you cannot be taken serious.
Jared's not a Neil Brown guy.
Yeah, I hear it in his voice, man. Yeah. What's the deal with him? What's the deal with what beat does he have with him? I didn't get that.
He's just an awful coach. I don't like awful coaches.
Oh, okay.
Let's look up the Neil Brown file.
I mean,
he'd enter the he'd go 3-9 at West Virginia, enter the next season on the hot seat, and 6 games would be enough for him to keep his job.
Right.
So he had 3 double-digit wins totals in back-to-back-to-back years at Troy, giving him the West Virginia job. And then he goes 5 wins, 6 wins, 6 wins, 5 wins. He was on the hottest of hot seats and then won 9 games in 2023 and then dropped back down to 6-6 in 24. And was not a head coach last year. Takes over at North Texas. This is kind of like this is why you really need to preview and stuff, because when I was looking at the Big 12, Iowa State's a good team. But then you look at it, they lose Matt Campbell, they lose all their players, and you see that, that nice number of wins they had last year, 8 wins, and yet they are picked at the very bottom of the Big 12 because of coach out, players out, depleted roster. Feels very similar with North Texas.
Yeah, well, to me, what you're saying with Brown, it seems like his thing is he can perform at the G6 level. And you get up here to P4, big difference.
Maybe so. A winner at Troy.
I believe when I see it.
Tim Alvin's a guy that seems like he can perform at the so you got the P4, you got the group of 2, and then you got the rest of them.
Yeah.
I think Albin's a rest of them guy.
No, I mean, we went over it the other day. He had a bad first year at Ohio, and then look at what he did there. I mean, we are in for a big, massive jump from Charlotte this year.
That reminds me, Jared, we forgot to tell Mike Schwartz that he was Dusty May.
Oh, yeah.
Why do you compare him to Dusty May?
Because Dusty May had about the same record, hovering over a little under 500 going into year 4, and Mike Schwartz going into year 4. He's on track with Dusty May, FAU. Then he went to Michigan. Now he's with the Dallas Mavericks. We're going to be talking about Boston Celtics head coach Mike Schwartz in 5 years.
Now, that would be controversial because he's a LA guy. He's a California guy.
Oh. That is true. Well, I mean, hell, the way the Lakers are looking.
I forgot to say, Coach, congratulations on the 2031 national championship at Ohio State basketball.
And the 2036 NBA Finals championship.
Yeah.
I want to know what if you guys actually say stuff like this to him. I want to be there in the room watching this.
No, this is
I would
just
love to see this.
on air silliness.
This is fantasy land.
I love it.
We have a real interview coming your way in hour 3.
I love it.
Who was it cool for?
Who was it cool for? The interview was cool for me.
Yeah, it was cool for me too.
I thought it was a good chat. Looking forward to some Jay Shane. Let's do a flip through with Donnell. Let's talk Air Force.
Can't get away from these service academies.
Let's look up longest tenured coaches in college football. Kirk Ferentz, number 1. Kyle Whittingham was up there, but now he is out. So that means number 2, Donnell Coley, Troy Calhoun, hired in 2007, entering his 20th season at his alma mater. Dabo is on that list as well. Mark Stoops out. Dave Doran, I believe, is the 4th longest tenured head coach.
Yeah, he's going into year 14
in college football. Jeff Monken at Army would be number 5 on that list now. Air Force not having the success that Army and Navy have been having. It was a down year for Calhoun. He went 10 wins in 21, 10 in 22, 9 in 23, but they won 5 games in 24 and just 4 and 8 last year, including a 3-point loss to Navy and a 3-point loss to Army. So just missed out on those. They will play Duquesne to open up the season. I did not know Duquesne played football.
Neither did I.
I'm aware of their basketball, unaware of their football. North Dakota State. Is this a conference game?
I don't think yet.
The freshly minted FBS, North Dakota State.
You don't think yet? Well, you need to think again, my friend.
Well, when's that game? When does the season start, Clip?
The game is September 12th.
And when does the season start? Because, I mean, they're not
September 5th.
They're not FBS yet.
So you're saying this is, just to be clear, this is not a conference game on September 12th. You're going to go with that. I know what you're trying to do, but I don't think you can get there. I know you've defended Tony Romo and got him out of his DWI. But I don't think you can get out of this one, though. You know what? I'm going to let you try to figure out how to get out of this one. North Dakota State Air Force is a Mountain West game. I hate to be the old man, Donnell, because I would get frustrated with people being like, Maryland's in the Big Ten. When did that happen? Like, I know it's stupid, but they're in there. We all know that. Mm-hmm. But Pac-12 and Mountain West is going to confuse me all year. So sorry, folks. I'm going to go ahead and admit it.
I don't think I've ever known who's been in the Mountain West. Like, that's just not an area of the country I pay attention to, man.
So Mountain West, North. I am fascinated to see. Here's one for you, Donnell. How many wins does North Dakota State have playing the FBS schedule for the first time?
I don't think it dips. I think they go, what, they won 12?
Well, it'll dip because they won 14, 12, 11, 14, and 12. I don't think they win 12. I am fascinated to see. So they got Jacksonville State week 1. I'm interested in that, just playing that FBS opponent. I wonder what their FBS record is.
Who is their hardest? Okay, look at the schedule.
UNLV's good. They play them on the road. I mean,
is that their best game?
Yes.
Is that their hardest game?
Yes.
So I say what I said.
Did you say? Let me ask you this: did you say it with your chest?
Chest bone, chest muscles. I don't know the anatomy of it, so I'll
okay.
Going, but I just don't know it. I don't know.
They have won 9 games against FBS opponents during their time in the FCS. Those wins were Ball State, Central Michigan, Minnesota, Kansas 6-3. I'm gonna watch that game tonight. Minnesota again in 2011, Colorado State, K-State, Iowa State, and Iowa as a huge upset over Iowa in 2016. So, yeah, Donnell, they're playing. I would like to see their win probability in games.
Yeah.
And they play Sacramento State. What league are they in?
They're in the MAC.
Oh, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Is that true? Yeah, that's true.
It's true.
It's
damn true.
That is
dumb.
That's uncalled for.
that is disgraceful.
Yeah. Absolutely disgusting.
So non-conference, they play Jacksonville State, Fordham, and Sacramento State. Is there another one up here? Northern Illinois. will be their other one.
That's in the Mountain West.
Nope. Damn it, they got me.
Oh, man.
They got me good.
I'm the idiot.
So does that mean they're playing 9 league games in the new Mountain West? I guess so. I'm not coming up with another one. What league is Hawaii in?
Mountain West.
All right. So there we go. 3 non-conference games.
You could do this with me all year, and I would still not know the teams.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and send out a public apology for my inability to know what is the Mountain West and what is the Pac-12 this year.
Not me.
And maybe what is the MAC with Sac State in, Northern Illinois out.
I don't know what anything is.
Yeah.
Where's ECU?
What is life? ECU's in the Big East. Did you know ECU? News segment called "Where Are They?" Did you know ECU was in the Big East, Donnell?
I think I went through some archives. I did see that once.
ECU joins Big East. Let me see if I can find the. Here we go. November 27th, 2012. East Carolina, Tulane to join Big East Conference in 2014. And what a day it is. We are excited to become the new member of the Big East Conference, Steve Ballard said. Become a football member. So, yeah, that never happened.
Never happened. Okay. I knew I saw something about it.
The addition, how about this Big East Conference? The addition of East Carolina and Tulane will give the Big East 13 football members for the 2014 season. Here's some of our conference foes. Boise State, Cincinnati, UConn, Houston, Louisville, Memphis, San Diego State in the Big East, SMU, Temple, Tulane, UCF, USF. Tulane replacing Rutgers. East Carolina is expected to replace either Louisville or UConn, one of those teams likely to leave for the ACC, and replace Maryland, who joined the Big Ten. Oh, the dots are connecting. Louisville ended up going to the ACC. UConn ended up going to the American and saying this is stupid, and now are an independent and back where they should be in the Big East for basketball. So,
absolutely.
At least they righted that wrong from years ago.
Goodness gracious, people.
Jared said this segment is over.
I like Jared on these controls, man.
It's 421.
I like it. I like what he's doing.
We got a.
Look, we got a. I mean,
we got. Sorry, that was the Christian lady. We got a packed show. We got to get to Anna Sawyer. Matt says a 16.3% chance for North Dakota State to beat UNLV. UNLV, year 2 of Dan Mullen. Watch out for him. Jamie says ECU was undefeated in the Big East.
Never lost.
Facts are facts. Donnell, thanks for hanging out.
Yes, sir. I guess we'll see you sometime on that football field. We'll see. Don't know when.
We'll be talking about football.
We'll find out Sunday at 8 p.m.
Hopefully covering football. We'll find out tomorrow or Friday by noon when we'll be covering practice.
Maybe there is no football in Greenville. That's the kicker.
That's sad.
Yeah.
That would be very sad.
Man, I'll just go back to Dunn.
Donnell, thanks for joining us.
Oh, yeah. Appreciate you guys.
See you next week. Donnell Coley, Daily Reflector. Check out his work page of the Daily Reflector online, reflector.com. When we return, here's a local angle you can look at. Anna Sawyer from the softball field at ECU to the volleyball gym at Parrott Academy, taking over as their new head coach. We'll talk to Anna when we return. Pirate Radio Live after this.
Truck buyers, Jeep lovers, and deal hunters, get over to East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Greenville right now for some of the biggest savings of the year. Drive home a new 2026 Ram 1500 and save up to 25% off on 2026 Ram 1500s. That's up to $23,000 in savings. Get the best riding truck and the best warranty in the business at 10 years and 100,000 miles. It's the Make This the Summer event. Looking for SUV luxury and capability? Get into a new 2026 Jeep Grand Cherokee and save up to $7,000 or lease one for as low as $459 a month. Ready for adventure? The iconic 2026 Jeep Wrangler is available with savings up to $8,000 or lease one for as low as only $409 a month. Hurry to East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Greenville Boulevard or shop online today.
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep, across from the Cockerell in Greenville. Come see us!
Lease offers based on 39-month lease, 10,000 miles per year with $3,999 due at signing. Tax tags and $899 admin fee not included. See dealer for details.
Looking for friendly service and hometown convenience? Make it Country Mart in Pitt County. Country Mart is your one-stop shop for fresh hot food, cold drinks, snacks, fuel, and everyday essentials, all with the fast, friendly service you can count on. And now with 3 locations. A brand new Country Mart is now open on Highway 11 right across from Aiden Griffin High School. From breakfast biscuits to afternoon pick-me-ups and the best fuel prices in town, Country Mart keeps Pitt County moving. Country Mart, local, convenient, and always friendly.
The days are hot, but the deals are hotter at Russell's in downtown Washington. Rhonda has all summer merchandise 40 to 75% off. Refresh your wardrobe with great savings from casual comfort to the perfect outfit for weddings, vacation, and everything in between. Whether you're dressing to impress or looking to stay cool, Russell's has all the brands, styles, and customer service you deserve. But don't wait. Shop while selection is good and prices are even better at Russell's in downtown Washington, where it's all about you, our pirate friends and customers.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates.
Pepper, oh no, they didn't. Papa John's just took their signature pepperoni and hand-stuffed it inside that garlic-kissed crust. Oh, now that's an epic pepperoni stuffed crust pizza like no mouth has ever seen.
The Epic Pepperoni Stuffed Crust Pizza is back for only $14.99. The Epic Pepperoni Stuffed Crust Pizza made from original fresh dough, hand-stuffed with cheese and signature pepperoni, and baked into a garlicky seasoned crust. Order at papajohns.com. Go Pirates!
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
May I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time.
Pizza deserves Pepsi.
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this.
Burgers deserve Pepsi.
This is former ECU baseball player and mayor of Greenville, PJ Connolly, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Right on the corner and always right on the price at Doug Henry of Greenville. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Cliff.
Back with you. Busy edition of Pirate Radio Live. Donnell Coley out. Anna Sawyer in as the Queen of Greenville, taking her talents to Lenoir County to become the volleyball coach at Parrott Academy. We talked about her new gig, her time at East Carolina, and a lot more. Here is my chat with Anna Sawyer. All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, Anna Sawyer is back for the first time, not as an East Carolina softball player, sadly, but as a head coach. So we got exciting news to talk about. Anna, welcome back. How you doing?
Thank you. I'm good. I'm excited to be here.
You're wearing your Parrott Academy Athletics Department shirt, and we saw some news online within the last couple of weeks. You would be becoming the volleyball coach at Parrott Academy. So I remember asking you and some other players, like, so what do you want to do after your softball days at East Carolina? I don't remember specifically volleyball coach at Parrott being your answer. So how did this come about, and what led to the opportunity?
Right. Well, I've always wanted to coach. And then, so once, my softball career ended, and then, where I was at, it was kind of like coaching in college really wasn't my next move because I don't want to move anywhere else. I'm a Greenville girl at heart, and I don't want to move. I want to be near my parents. So anyway, it was kind of like that. What are we going to do? And, I got talking to my mom, and I really want to do what I'm passionate about. That's one thing that's big for me. And I was like, Mom, I got to find a way into high school now. Middle school, high school, some way. And for a while, it was like a lot of doors were kind of closed, not a lot of opportunities open. And actually, I was at a game, and we had a game break, and my old pitching coach was there, happened to be there watching some of our girls, Amy Gardner. She came up to me, and we just started talking about, how things were going, how some things, like plans were kind of falling through. And we just were talking about how a lot of doors were shut, all those types of things, getting into our faith and all that. And she was like, look, have you ever thought about the private school world? I was like, no, I don't know anything. I don't really have very many connections there. Mm-hmm. But if you know any, please let me know. And she made a few calls, and it was like that door swung wide open. So that's kind of how that came about. I couldn't have worked that out any better, but it was great. I'm really excited.
So what is your background with volleyball?
Yeah, so everybody knows softball. So that part kind of throws people off. But I grew up playing volleyball. I played at ECJVC down the road for club too. I love volleyball. It's fun. It's fast paced. That's one part that's different about it with softball. But yeah, I mean, I have a lot of experience with that. Obviously, I had to pick one going into college, but yeah, I love it, and I'm excited to get going.
Does this involve teaching as well, or is it just coaching?
Yes. Okay. So I'll be a PE teacher at Parrott too.
Awesome. So that's fantastic. Coaching, obviously, you have the game and the skills and all that, but you also have to motivate, connect with your players. And I don't know, it seemed like to me you were a bit of a coach on the field your final years at ECU. So how about that part of it, kind of connecting with the players and being able to talk to them about stuff maybe non-volleyball related sometimes?
Right. I feel like that's one thing that I've always been big about is if I did want to coach, it was I'm going to make the girls that I'm coaching better than I ever was. And no matter what it is, whether that's off the field, on the court, any of those ways, like I want to make them better than what I ever was in my career. And yeah, working with some of the little league team, I was like, this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
Like, I love this. This is exactly what I want to do. I want to be able to impact these girls bigger than softball, whether that's mentally, things that I never knew at their age, that Coach Winkler, or even in high school that I've learned, just being able to make them better than I ever was.
I've talked to a lot of athletes, and when they're done at ECU, there's a bit of almost a depression of like when you get out of it and, okay, what's my next move? Mm-hmm. And you want to keep that competitive edge. And we had Kendall Futrell on, who went to South Central, played football at ECU, and he joined the big boy world away from sports and was still missing that competitive edge. Went to a wedding. A guy involved with NASCAR said, hey, man, you could work in the pits. And now he's like a jackman in NASCAR and loves it because he gets to compete. And for you to go right off the field to this has to be perfect, right? You get to keep that competitive edge.
Yes, it's an awesome opportunity. Honestly, I didn't know that this would even I would even have this opportunity because I thought, I didn't have any teaching background. I didn't go to school for teaching. And, at private school, you don't need any certification to be a PE coach. And you would think that being a college athlete would be enough. So I was like, thank the Lord. So the way that opened up, just being able to find a way in there was awesome for me. So
and when does that begin, like in August?
Yes,
okay.
August 17th is the first day of school.
Do you have your lesson plans ready? Like, that's exciting. Is it overwhelming at all? Or are you ready to go?
It's not really overwhelming. I know I'll be fine. There's a lot to learn.
Yeah.
And they know that. But right now my focus is next week we start volleyball workouts. And I'm super excited about that. I found my assistant coach. Her name's Sarah Dees. She actually played at Conley. Okay. She went on to play at Meredith College.
I know that last name.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Chick-fil-A, all that. So yeah, I'm super excited to have her along with me and just have that extra help. So that's kind of my main focus at the moment.
Very cool. Talking to Anna Sawyer today, PE teacher and coach. I saw varsity and JV.
Yes.
So how challenging is that for two programs?
Well, I'm not too worried about that. I know Parrott has a much smaller school than what I'm used to, which is obviously Conley, having 40 plus girls try out for the team. So I'm not too worried about that part.
Good deal. I got the softball World Series going on here in Greenville. Just such an awesome place for softball. And I've probably asked you this in the past, but when did you first start playing softball? How old were you?
I started when I was 4 years old.
Okay. Was that out at the Sarah Law? Okay.
Yes.
So just, man, that's awesome. And you grew up playing Sarah Law, and did you do travel ball as well, I guess?
I played early on. I played kind of more local travel ball, obviously when you're 7 and 8 years old. But, once I got to kind of later in middle school and then definitely in high school, I was going all over the country for travel ball.
I've taught Dixon Williams. I think about because it sounded like there was a time where he was like playing so much baseball he almost got burnt out. Luckily enough, he still found it fun, and now he's having a blast in minor league baseball, being a pro. But were you able to always have fun with it? Was there ever a time like, oh my gosh, that I want to do something other than sports or softball, or was it always fun for you?
Honestly, if I'm being completely honest, no, it wasn't always. But I felt like it's what I had to do, and it's what it got me to where I wanted to be. And I think that's what you have to realize, I have to do this to be able to get to where I want to be. And then I had the best 4 years of college ever. If you ask my friend Trinity, she would say travel ball was so much fun for her. And for me, it almost felt like business trips. On the way there, I'm already getting the nerves, things like that, because you have college coaches watching you all the time. And I know my family and myself, I always held myself to a really high standard and expectation. So that part was kind of hard to keep up every single weekend against super awesome, opposite team pitchers. I had girls that I was hitting against all over the country, SEC, ACC. So having that balance of okay, I'm not going to be perfect. This is going to be a challenge. That part was hard for me, and definitely it wasn't fun all the time, but definitely looking back now, I have a lot of really awesome memories from it.
Anna Sawyer joining us, and man, you could argue playing your best ball at the end of your career, clutch hits, clutch home runs, just what a run. And you always want to leave something better than you found it, right? And you got to feel like you did that with ECU softball, I would think.
Yeah, definitely. Walking out during that championship game and seeing how many people were there, that was all that's what I've been praying about for years, just to have that kind of fan base out there to watch softball, because I know it's there. I know Greenville rallies around their teams and their community, so it was awesome to see it there. I know it wasn't what we wanted at the end, but when we were done, Coach Winkler pulled me aside and just seeing he wanted me to look up in the stands and just see it, and it was really awesome and rewarding to see.
What was your recruitment like, at Conley and with the travel ball circuit? And if you didn't end up at ECU, where would you have ended up, you think?
So this is before the rule change. So now the rule has changed. But before, in 8th grade, I was actually committed to Duke to play softball. And that's kind of why I had to stop my volleyball pretty early, was because I kind of had to make a decision young. But so yeah, I decided to decommit my freshman year of high school, maybe a little bit after my first season. And so then after that point, the rule had changed to where you couldn't anymore. You had to wait till September 1st of junior year. And so that was like a standstill. You couldn't talk to them. You couldn't communicate. So then we had COVID, and Twitter was a big thing with recruiting and all that. So, and I committed to ECU under Coach Oliver, so the previous coaches before Winkler. And then once they resigned, left, I was like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? So honestly, my only thing kind of was like, am I going to go back to Duke? And then I got a DM from Coach Winkler, and it was the best thing ever. I was like, thank the Lord. I was like, this is exactly where I need to be. I had one conversation with him, and I was like, this is exactly where I need to be.
We love Coach Winkler. Shout out. Showed up at Sports Trivia at the Buck a few weeks ago, so it was good to see him out there. But, man, You know, we get to see him off the field. He's never yelled at me. He's always been nice to me, but like I'm sure there's a different side. But how would you describe his coaching style at East Carolina?
Honestly, I wouldn't describe it much differently than that. I can probably count on one hand how many times he's really ever even raised his voice at us, honestly.
Wow. Yeah.
But he has very high expectations for us. He kind of creates that culture where you're not scared to show up every day. You're not scared to take a wrong step, breathe the wrong way, do something wrong. So you're never afraid to fail. You're never afraid to mess up in any way. And that's one thing that I think that culture just creates so much joy all the time. And when you have a coach that respects you and treats you like a person and a human being, you'll do anything for him. Like for me, Coach Winkler could tell me to run through a brick wall, and I would 100%. And I think when you have a culture like that, you create a team that just wants as much success for themselves as they do for you.
Different sport, obviously, but it sounds like that's something you want to carry over into your coaching. Have you thought about that? Like all the coaches you've had throughout the years, and I'm going to take this and apply it to what I'm doing?
Yes, definitely. With Coach Deans, I don't know if you saw this, but he got inducted to the Coaches Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
So that was really awesome, and that was super well-deserved. And having him and Coach Winkler in my career, like I couldn't ask for two better coaches. And I know I've had more previously, but those two specifically, like they stand out to me in the culture that they create every day, the confidence they instill in their players, and the grace they have. It's unmatched.
Anna Sawyer joining us today. What were your favorite parts of being an East Carolina Pirate outside of the softball, the athletics? What did you enjoy most about your time at ECU?
Oh, gosh, I feel like my whole life was around the athletics, honestly. I will say, I don't know if this still kind of applies to that, but I talk about all the time to my parents the teammates that I've had and just those bonds. Like a bunch of the alumni are going to the Alabama and ECU football game. We're all making a big trip down there, staying in a big house together. So things like that, just, you go through such a cycle of girls throughout the 4 years, and even the seniors I had when I was a freshman, like I'm so close with them, and having those bonds that are probably going to be in each other's weddings one day, like that's really awesome to have.
And look, I hope you become the winningest volleyball coach of all time. But like, do you want to get back into softball one day? Like, do you think about? It's hard to think about what's next when you just got this awesome opportunity.
Right,
so not trying to rush that away, but like, have you thought about 10 years from now?
I really haven't. I really think I want to make a huge impact with the volleyball program, and then find my way into helping in little parts of softball. Obviously, I'd love to stay in softball in any way possible, but for right now, I think my biggest goal is working hard on the volleyball program there.
Yeah, and there's only so many hours in a day, but like maybe getting involved in rec or whatever. Did you say you were working with girls? What were you doing working with younger people?
Well, I give lessons at Next Level.
Okay, gotcha.
So I give hitting lessons. We do a lot of camps there.
Yeah.
And I recently helped coach the Little League 12U team at Sarah Law. And that was really awesome because I didn't think I would be able to do that because I was at school and I wasn't able to help during the regular season. And that's normally like kind of a requirement there. But they weaseled away to help me, to get me to help somehow. I know they were really excited about that, and I appreciated that. So
was that the team that went to Georgia?
Yes.
Okay.
So we were in Georgia. Losing sucks.
I looked up and on ESPN and said, I've known Jack Allen my entire life. I had no idea he was coaching.
Right.
And I got him on the show after the walk-off win over Georgia and came up just one game short. But.
Yep. Those daggone Florida teams.
But a great run. Awesome run. Will you be checking out any of the games coming up?
Yes, I'm a sore loser. I do have to say that. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard not having a Greenville team there, honestly. That's going to be really hard. But, I love softball in any way, softball. So I'm excited that Greenville gets to have that, and I'm sure our girls will be out there having fun experiencing that.
So you said next week is tryouts for you? Is that what?
That's our beginning of workouts.
For
kind
parent
of
workouts?
gym. Yep.
And when do you guys have your first game?
Oh, gosh, is it bad that I don't know that? I think we start in October. No, we don't. Oh my gosh, I don't even know.
All
Why
right,
do I not
first
even know
things
the
first.
surf?
Look, you're a true coach.
that
One
out.
day at a time.
One day at a time. Look, I'm focused on next week. I'm focused.
You already got the coach speak down. We're not worried about that. We're going to worry about tomorrow and today.
Yes.
There we go. Well, Anna, thank you for coming by. We'll keep in touch and wish you the best of luck. And I always pull for Conley Vikings and also East Carolina Pirates. Pulling for you here. And, we'll talk again down the road.
Thank you.
Anna Sawyer joining us today on Pirate Radio Live. Let's take a break. When we return, we'll talk to Rachel Whitten, visit Greenville, NC, and we have a huge deal going on once again this summer in Greenville, North Carolina. It is the Little League Softball World Series. We'll tell you about the opening ceremonies, the games, and everything surrounding it when we return with Rachel Whitten. Also at 5 o'clock, Mike Schwartz will join us on the program. We'll talk Pirate basketball. More to go. Pirate Radio Live after this.
Cuccinella's has been serving up handcrafted pizzas with their family recipe since 1932. If you're in the mood for something different, explore the brand new pastas like the chicken parm, chicken alfredo, or penne marinara. Cuccinella's also has salads, grinders, and house-made Italian ice and Italian ice lemonades. Greenville's hometown pizzeria is Cuccinella's. 2 locations with pickup or delivery, and ready for your order now at Cuccinellas.com. Go Pirates!
If you need an appliance fast, head to Appliances Superstore in Greenville. They have the largest selection of in-stock appliances in eastern North Carolina, including trusted brands like Speed Queen, so you can skip the wait and take home what you need today. Visit their new convenient location at 301 Plaza Drive and discover incredible savings on top brands. Visit their website, AppliancesSuperstore.com, and click the in-stock menu to shop the exact appliances they have ready today. Appliances Superstore. If it's in your home tomorrow, it's because it's in our store today. Go Pirates!
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Hey, Pirate fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. A win isn't a win without the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri. Proudly distributed locally by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
It's bow time. Sometimes the craving for Bojangles Supremes is so strong you just gotta have them, even when your gas tank is on empty and Bojangles is still 10 miles away. Nothing beats the flavor of Bojangles' juicy golden Supremes, especially when they're part of a perfect combo with 4 boldly seasoned chicken Supremes, a made-from-scratch biscuit, fixin', and some legendary iced tea. The only thing that can satisfy your hunger is that delicious southern flavor. So when the craving is supreme, order ahead on our app and put the pedal to the metal. It's bow time.
Hello, friends. There are certain places where magic happens in golf. Augusta, St. Andrews, Pinehurst, and the Birdie Bar. Here, every drive feels 30 yards longer, and every friend suddenly becomes a swing coach after 2 or 3 beers. Step inside for world-class golf simulators, great drinks, and the kind of atmosphere that makes even a triple bogey feel memorable. The Birdie Bar in Greenville, where the only bad lie is the one that says you don't have time for golf.
Phelps Chevrolet is the dealer to see, or a car or a truck or an SUV. The best service and quality, that's the Phelps guarantee. Phelps Chevrolet, the name you can trust. Phelps Chevrolet, you can count on us. The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get you one.
Hey, Pirate Nation, Bryce Williams here, former ECU tight end and proud customer of Stroud's Marine. Boating season is finally here, and there's no better place to get your boat ready for the water. From tune-ups to parts and accessories, the team at Stroud's Marine has you covered with expert service and hometown-friendly care. So whether you're casting a line or cruising the coast, stop by Stroud's Marine today and let's get you boating right. Follow Stroud's Marine on Facebook and Instagram or visit stroudsmarine.com to learn more. See you on the water. Go Pirates!
This is Tyler Sneed, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Country Mart is your premier locally owned and operated country store serving the best cheese, biscuits, and country food around. They have 3 locations to serve you on Highway 11 in Bethel, Highway 903 in Stokes, and their newest location, Highway 11 across from Aiden Grifton High School. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Alrighty, back with you, Pirate Radio Live here on a Wednesday. Man, big time in Greenville, North Carolina, because the Little League Softball World Series is back. And here to talk about it and the surrounding events, Rachel Whitten from Visit Greenville NC, visitgreenvillenc.com. Rachel, good to have you back in Pirate Radio again.
Yeah, thank you so much. It has been a while.
But good to get you on. And let's start with, I guess, what's coming up Saturday, the opening ceremony, Stalling Stadium, Elm Street Park. This is 6 to 8 p.m. What do people need to know about the opening ceremony coming up Saturday?
Come early. So you're going to be able to park for free there at the College Hill parking lot. I would suggest getting there around 5:30 because then you can line up for the actual Parade of Champions where they'll be coming down and cross right through the Greenway and across Elm Street. We like to have the people lining both sides of the street there to cheer for the girls that come through. And then once they're in the stadium, about 6 o'clock, the program will start. About a 30-minute program. We got the dignitaries coming. We have some of the professional softball players coming to throw the first pitch and just announce each one of the teams and give them their time in the spotlight there. And then once that concludes around 6:30, everyone will rendezvous in the fan zone up there in that parking lot between Stalling Stadium and the pickleball courts for the bracket time where the teams will put their names on the big ESPN platform bracket, and then the fun starts. So we have a bunch of vendors set up for just the opening ceremonies. We got Stokes Farm up there doing complimentary cold watermelon slices, some face painting, fairy hair, a DJ Cuddy Styles will be there, photo booth, a lot of fun activities there, as well as the national sponsors for Little League. Dick's and everyone else will have their stations open. Well, the pin trading starts, and just all the excitement kind of really starts there at 6:30 until 8.
Awesome. So that is a huge Saturday coming up before the games even begin. You mentioned parking. I know that's going to be a big topic and a question a lot of people have. And first of all, I've already seen a lot of signs, softball World Series this way, all that. So good job on getting in front of that. But as far as parking for the games and stuff goes, is that going to be the same? College Hill? Like, where do you recommend people go?
Yes, absolutely. So it is free parking there at that parking lot at the bottom of College Hill, and then a quick, probably 5-minute walk through the Greenway shaded tree area to the stadium. And we will also have complimentary golf carts running if you'd rather take that route to get to the stadium from the parking lot. And yes, shout out to City of Greenville for those signs directing you from the main veins right onto 10th Street to that Elm Street lot.
What kind of background checks go for the golf cart drivers? I'm just curious.
Well, you're a little late to the party because volunteer shifts, opened a while back, and there are actually background checks because we are working with young girls and want to make sure their safety and their safety is ahead.
I only ask because Shirley Rhodes is one of the golf cart drivers. And,
yes, you should absolutely do it. I mean, it takes a village and the whole city to make this happen. There are a lot of volunteers from city as well as from staff, and our office is obviously heavily involved. But that golf cart running is one of the favorite jobs. I actually did that a little bit the first year. Really enjoy it because you get to talk to all these people from all over the world.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Shirley, could you name how many nationalities or different people with different languages you have talked to in your short time doing this?
Oh my goodness, I've lost count. Really, it's in the double digits.
Yeah.
I know that for sure, and it's even more fun because, like you said, you get to talk to all the people that are coming to the games, but you also get to hang out with some of the teams too. Because when they walk in, if they see a golf cart, they want to ride, and there have been many, especially last year, because the weather just was very cooperative and it was just beautiful weather, and especially the. I want to say it was the team from Canada, but every time they saw my golf cart, they'd come running to it and they would just jump on. So I'd be 12 deep with kids hanging off my golf cart. I'm only supposed to have like 4, but it was a lot of fun. They had a blast, and I truly enjoyed it, and I can't wait to do it again this year.
Awesome stuff. So opening ceremony Saturday, games begin Sunday, right?
Games are Sunday to Sunday, and it starts with 4 games a day starting at 10 a.m.
Wow.
And then on Wednesday, it drops down to 2 through the championship on the next Sunday, the 9th.
And, can you even put into words or dollars and cents how important this is to Greenville? Like, what does this mean for the surrounding area downtown with people eating all around Greenville, Pitt County, people eating? I mean, just a huge deal, right?
Absolutely. And there's 2 different things there. There's the energy that it brings. I mean, this is a World Series championship that we get to host right here in our backyard, and it's free. Like, you can just come out, and you've started to kind of see that with the community support. A lot of people, it's become the end of summer jam, right? So you have a lot of kids that come through. This is their kind of last cool, fun outing before school starts back. You have Little League baseball kids coming to check out what's going on at normally the baseball stadium, right? And then girls of all ages you see come through, including some senior softball players that come and travel into town for that. Economic impact for this is $1.6 million of impact to our community, and that's just what's tangible. But that being on ESPN, ESPN2, and ABC is huge for us from a marketing standpoint to help us bring more groups and more tournaments and more sports events to our city and our county.
And I was going to ask you about this too, the pro event that they do, AU Pro Game, will be next Wednesday. That'll be at Max R. Joyner Family Stadium, 7:30. That's a cool deal as well.
Yes, and those girls will be here throughout the series. I believe they're throwing the first pitch on the opening ceremonies day. But yes, that one is a ticketed event, so if you're interested in that, go get your tickets now, but everything else is free. But it is very cool, and the girls get to go see that and intermingle with those professional softball players, which is great because this is what they aspire to do, right? This is their jam.
The Pitt County Girls All-Stars came up 1 game short. Still a touchy subject with Anna Sawyer, who we just talked to. I asked Anna, was she going to the games? And she said, I'm a sore loser, but yes, I will go just to see all the great talent and the young girls have fun. But they came up 1 game short. There will be a North Carolina team in the Softball World Series. Where are they from, Rachel?
Johnston County.
Okay.
Johnston County will be the North Carolina host team. And that's a testament to Anna and her sportsmanship. I mean, that's great. That's great to showcase to the girls. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Win,
true.
lose, like we're here for the love of the game, and we're girls with game. So let's get out there and support everybody.
Awesome stuff. Rachel Whitten joining us. Rachel, anything else Greenville related we should know aside from the softball that you want to get out there
I mean,
now?
it's the best place to live, visit, host your meetings and your sporting events. You can reach out to us, visit greenvillenc.com, and we'll be happy to help you make your event extra special.
And if you're wondering what to have for dinner, I had the wings at 5th Street Hardware for lunch today, and they were banging. And I guess is it National Wing Day? I heard that
I don't know.
somewhere.
What flavor did you get?
I got the pineapple teriyaki and buffalo. I went mild buffalo. Didn't want to go too spicy for lunch. But
are you a blue cheese or a ranch?
So you know what, Rachel? I'm ranch. I hope you're not one of those people that like looks down on ranch people. If I'd have got
Only if it's certain ranch. I'm gonna need the homemade ranch.
if I got all buffalo, I would have gone blue cheese. But since I got those pineapple teriyaki, I decided to go ranch.
I am the same. So if it is the buffalo style, I would like blue cheese. But if it's more of the sweet teriyaki or barbecue, I would like ranch. And I believe Hardware makes their ranch, if I'm not.
Oh, yeah. It was some good homemade ranch, no doubt. So there's a recommendation for you.
Yeah.
All right, Rachel, opening ceremony coming up 6 o'clock. You say get there early.
Yes, get there early so you can welcome the girls into the stadium.
And then the first game is Sunday, and games going on, all day, every day?
All day, every day, Sunday to Sunday. We look forward to seeing you out there.
Rachel, thanks for hanging out. Good luck.
Thanks for having me.
And, hey, got anything else to promote about the great city of Greenville? Let us know.
Yeah, we will.
Rachel Whitten, visit greenvillenc.com. We will take a break, come back. When we return, we'll talk to the head basketball coach at East Carolina, Mike Schwartz. He joins us for an off-season recap after this timeout.
Save the date for the biggest party of the football season. Join Pirate Radio on Thursday, September 10th for the annual Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party, powered by Bud Light. It's a night of great music, great friends, and pirate pride as the party returns to the Hilton Greenville and Greenville Boulevard. This year's special guest is ECU legend and Super Bowl champion Linval Joseph.
What's up, Pirate Nation? It is I, Linval Joseph, and I'm super excited that I will be coming back to Greenville, North Carolina. I want it to be one of the best events that Greenville has to offer. I'm excited to meet everybody. It's been way too long. Let's go, Pirates. Let's be great. See you soon.
Come welcome Linval back to Greenville, then dance the night away with live music from Trainwreck. Stay tuned to Pirate Radio for your chance to score free tickets to the party of the year, the Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party, powered by Bud Light, Thursday, September 10th. Party like a pirate with Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Hey Pirate Nation, Frank Etheridge here with First Flight Credit Union. Ready to save money on your current automobile loan? Right now, our road to savings couldn't be faster. At First Flight, we're making borrowing easy with our limited time auto refinance promotion. Apply today at one of our branches located in Greenville, Newbern, Havelock, Morehead City, and Cary to see how one of our experienced lenders can beat your current auto loan rate by 0.5%. All local residents are membership eligible. Terms and conditions do apply. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender. Go Pirates.
The NU in New Blue stands for Next Up, and with their Next Up mentality, they are staying hungry to go the extra mile just for you, humbly learning through continuous training and a commitment to remain focused on working smart to deliver a new level of service excellence. Next Up means doing the small things right because your home deserves it. Whether it's plumbing, electrical, or HVAC issues, New Blue is next up and ready to help. Visit callnublue.com or call 252-228-5855. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. Go Pirates!
Make dining out an event at Circa 81 in Morehead City. Whether it's date night, girls' night out, or kicking off a weekend at the coast, Circa 81 reinvents dining through creatively crafted small plates designed to be passed around. Enjoy lunch or dinner Wednesday through Saturday, or have delicious brunch or dinner on Sunday. Circa 81 also provides a private dining space for celebrations. For reservations, visit circa81.com. Circa 81, Morehead City's gathering place.
CopyPro, the professional office systems people, have been serving Eastern North Carolina since 1971. From Greenville to Wilmington, businesses trust CopyPro for reliable technology, award-winning service, and top brands like Konica Minolta and Ricoh. Need multi-function printers, document management, or network solutions? CopyPro delivers powerful tools backed by certified technicians and a team dedicated to your success. CopyPro, professional people, professional systems, powerful results. Visit copypro.net or call 756-3175 today.
Miss Shirley, play my dad's commercial now.
Okay, Lincoln, you got it.
Looking for the best ride on four wheels? I'm Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts in Greenville. From parts to sales to service, we've got you covered with E-Z-Go, Club Car, and rugged utility carts ready to roll. Locally owned and operated, we'll even deliver right to you. Come see me on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School, or visit 360golfcarts.com.
360 Golf Carts, pirates supporting pirates. Arr!
Come celebrate the next big Pirates win at the Rick House. The Rick House is Greenville and Eastern North Carolina's premier American-themed restaurant.
I'm Jeremy Shelton, General Manager at the Rick House. Come see us for a big city feel right here in Greenville. I guarantee you'll have a great experience.
We feature the very best bourbons around. Our made-from-scratch pastas are to die for, and nobody does steak like the Rick House. We also feature an early dining special from 4 to 6. Come see us at the Rick House, Red Banks Road in Greenville.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Looking for quality roofing you can trust? Call the Boone Group Roofing, proudly serving all of Eastern North Carolina. Owned and operated by Toot Boone, they offer no money down and back their work with a 5-year workmanship warranty. When it comes to your roof, don't settle. The Boone Group Roofing is on top of their game. Call Toot today at 714-0021. Back into the show. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live, hour number 3. Mike Schwartz dropped by the Pirate Radio studios earlier today and was able to have a lengthy chat with him. Here is my conversation and one question from Jared Watkins. Who was it cool for?
Who was it cool for?
I don't know. We'll find out. Here's my chat with Mike Schwartz from earlier this afternoon. All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, head basketball coach of the East Carolina Pirates, Mike Schwartz. Coach Schwartz, good to have you back in that chair again. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. Appreciate you guys having me. It's good to see you guys. Hope everyone's having a nice summer.
We were having a talk before we went on, and it kind of goes in the first question I want to ask you, just the changes. And I'm assuming when you got into basketball and got into coaching basketball, you didn't think it would be what it is now. So just wanted to ask you, how are you handling everything that is being a college basketball coach now, with the roster turnover, with the NIL, with the negotiations, with the scheduling, with things you probably didn't have to worry about when you first got into it?
I think like any business, like any profession, you have to adapt with the times and you have to embrace it and you have to try and excel in it. So I feel really comfortable and excited about the way everything's going. That doesn't mean everything is perfect.
Yeah.
We know there's challenges, and it doesn't matter what level, it doesn't matter what budget, it doesn't matter anything when it comes to that. There's going to always be challenges with change, but you have to embrace it and you have to look to be successful and excel in it. And I'll give you a story clip that when I first got into college coaching, when I was hired as a grad assistant for Coach Barnes at Texas, I had just finished playing my senior year, and in the summers then, you were not even allowed to, you almost couldn't talk to your players.
Yeah.
It would almost be an NCAA violation if you met with a player, if you went in the gym with them, even if they were there on campus. There was nothing a coach could do with a player back then. And I was a grad assistant. I was just a former player. I was still a student. So I was able to work players out, and that was the loop around that everybody was using. You get basically your own managers, your own players, or a grad manager student GA to work out the current players, and a lot of programs were doing that. So that was my start. Then you got to where it was, hey, you allow 2 hours a week with only 4 players at a time. If you had a 5th player in there, it was going to be this incredible violation. And then from there, it went to a whole team for 2 to 4 hours. And it's progressively grown where now we're in an 8-week, and we're in week 8 going into our final practice tomorrow of 8 weeks of summer practice, what we call training camp. So that has just changed so much just from then to now. And then I think about just 4 years ago, when I became the head coach here and met with you and on the press conference and speaking with you, talked about, okay, the portal and how it was changing. And you asked about the changes and with new rosters and all the new players. And I said it clearly, we will make that adaptation as time goes. And we got here at a time where trying to get retention and high school kids in North Carolina, student athletes was really important to this community. And we did that. And we had built with some high school young guys that ended up having some success. And you know what? Over the last couple of years, as this has changed with rev share and the portal and just the lack of guardrails when it came to that, just like I said we'd make that adjustment. And right now we're sitting here with a team that is obviously mostly portal and transfers.
Yeah, portal heavy. Want to talk about some of those new guys? Just a look back at last year, Coach, and I know as a basketball coach, you want to be playing your best basketball at the end of the year. You guys were certainly doing that. Just kind of took a while to get going. And what do you equate that to? Just the mix never worked out? You know, what kind of went wrong for you last year that you hope to fix this year?
Well, I mean, I think if anyone in this room was watching, you know, we lost 5 players. Including off a 19-win team, we lost 3 starters from the year before. And so I think that's a big deal. I mean, I do. I think when you talk about Jay Woodard going down and never playing, Trevi LeBeau gets hurt 2 days before the first game of the season. Jay Woodard gets hurt in the first game. I mean, these guys were vital pieces of a team that won 19 games and I believe should have been in the NIT the year before, which would have been the first NIT in the history of this program. And so when you lose those two guys, that was big. And then quickly into we get in November and in Michigan State, we lose our starting 4 in Eli DeLaurier. Eli played with basically a stress reaction in his foot all year and missed 8 weeks in the middle. So, the team never came to what we thought it would be in terms of full clicking, but I do think there was something behind that. That's not an excuse. That's the reality of athletics. I don't care if it's a professional team, a high school team, a college team, or anywhere in between. If you take out key pieces that you're really counting on or that can drive success, and then those aren't there anymore, it is our job to figure out a way to still put that team together. That's the part that took longer.
Yeah.
The part that took longer was, all right, new pieces have to step in and fill in, and we never were able to hit that rhythm. But that being said, some guys stepped up and had to fill the void. But we just, unfortunately, from a depth standpoint and getting it put together until we play late in the year, and it was too little too late, as we talked about.
I'm a huge Jay Shane guy. Tell us about Jay's health. How's he doing now? I remember talking to you right here last year about just how he affects just about every play with the hand on the ball, with what he can do, his versatility. So how's he looking right now? How big of an impact will he have on the team?
Yeah, we were just talking about Jay yesterday. He had a great practice, and I was talking with Nate Clark, our trainer, who just does such an awesome job. Man, he had his hands full last year with everything that we had going on. But we were talking about how proud we were of Jay this summer because Jay really didn't get full going. He had a spring as the season ended. Springs aren't what they used to be. Back to your first question, Clip, about, back just 3-4 years ago, 2 years ago, season ends, you lose a couple guys, maybe you lose 1 or 2 to transfer portal, maybe you lose a couple to graduation, but you have a majority of your team coming back. So pretty quickly, right after the Final Four, most teams start engaging back in spring workouts, and you get 4 to 5 weeks of true spring workouts. It's no longer like that. And I'm talking about, it doesn't matter. I mean, there's certain teams that maybe they're fortunate enough to have 6-8 guys back, which we had 2 years ago. But now it's mostly portal recruiting, and it's just making sure that you might have 2 or 3 guys back like we did this year, and you're going out trying to put a new ball club together for the summer. And Jay was just doing his due diligence with Colt Susan, our strength coach, with Nate Clark, our trainer, and he was getting in the gym shooting, reps, more doing those kind of skill work. So when we got to June and the whole team showed up, Jay, for the first time since basically last November, was playing in full live play, full speed, whether it was pickup, whether it was practice.
Finally had some guys to play with.
He had guys, and he had a healthy body.
Yeah.
And you know what? Jay had an awesome summer, and he did what you talked about. He just affects the game in so many ways. He can play multiple positions. He can play do a lot of things on defense, just versatility-wise on that end of the floor. I mean, another thing that people wouldn't realize, that year with Jay and Trevi and C.J. Walker and R.J. Felton, that year, Jay was our second leading shot blocker on the team.
Yeah.
And he's a wing who played the point guard for us. And so his just defensive versatility, and now in year 3 of the program, you can imagine some of the leadership that he's bringing, and his voice has been really impactful with the new guys.
Coach, guy I really want to ask you about, Maxim Klitschko. So I remember in the 90s, my dad had a cable box. So we were watching, Tyson Holyfield when the ear was bitten, and I was a Lennox Lewis guy. So I watched heavyweight boxing back then, and I knew the Klitschko name very well. In fact, made a joke is this the third Klitschko brother, and did some Googling, was like, holy crap, he's related to the Klitschko brothers, the son of one, the obviously nephew of another. How in the world did this recruitment go to get this kid to Greenville, North Carolina?
No, I think basketball recruiting is just, it's totally a global
and
international game. And we have had our fair share of international players here, whether it's recruiting directly from overseas or coming through the prep ranks here and then going to college, and we've had those guys. I think you are looking to uncover every single stone you can when you get into April, May, June, and whatnot, when you're putting the roster together. And Max was someone that, through a close friend I had heard about, and you just start that process. And look, when I heard his last name, it's the first thing I thought of too. I'm a huge heavyweight boxing, just boxing in general. I love it, and obviously very familiar with his family. But real quickly, it turns into a traditional basketball recruiting, and in terms of evaluating the film. He was having a great season with the club he was playing with, which was what they call Espoir in Monaco, and it is like it's like a U21 amateur club of a professional club, but you play on the youth program.
Right. Yeah.
And so, he was having a great year. You can watch film, you learn. I was speaking with him, speaking with the people around him. Obviously, so many players now have representation, so you're dealing with that. That's another totally new thing. I mean, Clip, 3-4 years ago, if you talked to an agent or a player had an agent, ineligible.
Yep.
I mean, that was going to be a problem. And right now, and it will only grow and become more commonplace in this sport and in football, there will be agents representing no different than the NBA has. And so just went through that process, and he's an unbelievable person. He's extremely smart. He was actually born in Los Angeles. So he went to prep school in the U.S. He went from going to school in Great Britain, graduating, coming to prep school in the U.S., was going to go to college, ended up going back and playing in this Espoir League in Monaco for 2 years, and we're really excited that he's with us.
I saw a video of him from a few years ago, and he was he hadn't put on the pounds like he has now. But one thing I noticed was the footwork. Maybe he's got a boxer's footwork, but you see a lot of these 7-footers, Coach, that like haven't quite grown into their bodies and look a little awkward. I was impressed with his footwork, the way he was very coordinated for a 7'3", 7'4" guy. I'll say that.
Yeah, I think that is where his strength is, you know, in terms of just his skill level, his touch, his footwork. And as you mentioned, I think genetics, I think how you train when you're young,
Right.
you know, do you play multiple sports? It's been lost in today's youth to play multiple sports, to play baseball, football, basketball, soccer. You know, growing up, that's what it was. You did track and field, you did football, you did basketball, you did baseball, and it all helped for the other. But everything's become so specialized.
Yeah.
And you think about how he probably grew up with his family, grew up in another country where whether it was soccer, whether it was boxing. So I think those things do truly help with footwork and just overall hand-eye coordination, athleticism. And, you know, he's gained weight since he's been here. It is an area that he knows and that we know he needs to continue. You know, he came in right around 235 or 237, and he's upwards of 250 now. And I think that would just continue to progress that way.
Just curious, Coach, how many of these guys that you brought in from the portal had you previously talked to, and how much was it recruiting for the first time? You know, how many prior relationships? Is it a mixed bag in that, or?
Well, you know, the funny thing is, think about Bryson Blaine. Bryson Blaine came in here and kicked our butt last year when he was at Charleston Southern. Really good team, really good coach at Charleston Southern, and they came in and they beat us. And Bryson, I believe, had a 20-plus point game and was dynamic in that game. You think back a few years ago, Jordan Riley. So there's no recruiting
Like
going
Gio came here with another
we
team.
beat
Yeah.
George Mason in a double overtime game. It was a team that ended up winning the A-10 that year, a great team. And Gio ends up. So
Yeah.
you know, I have to sit back and think right now, you know, Kasim Watson, we never recruited Kasim Watson prior, but we knew about him. Nick Matson was a coach at New Mexico State. New Mexico State plays against UTEP. He knew Kasim very well in terms of coaching against him.
Right.
A lot of time now, Clip, really it comes down to you may have actually coached against them. They may have been in your building. You may have been in their building in a game. So that might be your kind of strongest familiarity with them prior to when they go in the portal and you can speak with them and you can actually talk with them. I'm trying to think, you know, off the top of my head, if there was anyone on our team that maybe years back we recruited, but nothing that I can think of. Eli Delorier was someone that we actually tried to recruit at here at ECU, and he ended up going to Providence. So when it came time he went in the portal, there was a little bit of a prior relationship. He knew about ECU.
Right.
IJ Poole was on the staff at Providence, so they knew each other. So it is so different than ever used to be. But it's kind of a mixed bag.
Jerry, you got a question?
Yeah, I wanted to ask about scheduling because it was cool to see you guys play like Michigan State, go to the Dean Dome last year. Is there anything like that on the schedule this year?
Who is it cool for?
Well, I mean, just to see like ECU go up against Tom Izzo as somebody who grew up watching basketball.
You kidding me? Look,
That's a good line.
I know that because here's what I know, that I got so much respect for Tom Izzo, and I've followed him for forever. Coach Barnes and he are very close, and I've met him several times, and he's always been very good to me prior to even that matchup. Coach Davis and Hubert Davis in North Carolina program, we know what kind of program it is. These are two blue blood basketball programs. And for East Carolina to be involved in those matchups or to get invited to play in that Fort Myers tip-off, to be a part of that with St. Bonaventure and Michigan State and North Carolina being there, and then to come back and play North Carolina, in December. The results was what I was referring to.
Yeah.
Go the way we wanted to. And you know what? I'll be totally honest. We could have been fully healthy in those games, and the results could have been very similar. And I understand that. I mean, the level right now, I mean, just in terms of roster and rev share, and you're sometimes talking about $15 to $20 million differences, gap differences of what rosters may look like. That's just the reality of college sports right now. From a standpoint of us being a part of those games and doing it, I just wish that we could have competed better, had a better showing. Win or lose. Obviously, we want to go win, and going into those games, we felt like it. Got off to a good start versus Michigan State. I mean, turned them over 4 times in the first 10 minutes of the game, and it was a game. I think the game was 13-10 or something like that in the first 10 minutes, and then one transition break by Cohen Carr, and the roof came off, and it was like playing in East Lansing there in Fort Myers. I mean, that gym was just completely green and white.
Yeah.
And then the game versus Chapel Hill, the highlight was being up 1-0. Gio makes a free throw, it's 1-0, and outside of that, it didn't go the way we wanted. But good experience for our guys. It's something that we'll always attack if it's there on the schedule. Those were 2 unique situations that played. I can't say that we have North Carolina or Michigan State on the schedule this year, but in our opinion, the games that we're playing are the same level. It just may not be the same name to some other, to people from the outside.
Yeah.
I know you can't be specific. Any November tournaments this year for the Pirates?
No. We can talk about it completely.
Okay.
We're in the Paradise Jam, going to St. Thomas. Really good tournament that I've been a part of 2 other times in my career. And we got our matchup yesterday. It came out, we're going to play Utah Valley in the first game. That's our first matchup. And on the other side of the bracket, I believe, is Southern Illinois and UT Martin on our side. And then there's 4 really good teams on the top half of the bracket. Really good tournament. Utah Valley State was one of the top 100 team in the country last year. I mean, we know that's going to be an extremely difficult game. But right now, that feels like, ages away in terms of what we have in front of us. We got practice tomorrow. We end our summer, come back in August. We get a couple months of preseason, and then we get off for our home opener.
And then I believe a quick turnaround, an early Saturday date with UNCW this year, and that's something that I've talked to a lot of people about. They're excited that it's on a Saturday to go to Minges and go see, because that's a great rivalry game. You were able to get them. They've got you a couple times, and now we got to settle the score this year.
Well, hey, look, I know, and I've said this about Coach Siddle and the UNCW program. It's a class program. It's a national basketball program. I know what basketball has meant there, what Coach Siddle has carried on from Coach Keats and other guys down the line, back to Jerry Wainwright, what their program has been. They've always been successful. You're talking about going back into the 90s and the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Very successful basketball program over a long time. So to be a part, again, to your point, you talk about playing Michigan State and North Carolina, and I think it's awesome to play those kind of teams, whether it's SEC teams, ACC teams. We had a chance to play South Carolina, beat South Carolina here. In Greenville, South Carolina, was in an unbelievable game at home. We got them in Minges, lost by 7 in Columbia. Trying to get those games, those Power 4 schools to come and get traditional series is sometimes very difficult. In our opinion, a UNC Wilmington and having a 4-year deal, a 6-year deal, that is the same level, if not greater, because that is a national program that we can have a multi-year series with. The reality of trying to get SEC teams and ACC teams to play consistently at East Carolina is very low. You might come across them in a tournament. You might be in a game where they actually pay for us to come play there, like North Carolina paid our university last year to go play there. But the chance of scheduling those games consistently and kind of with any kind of continuity is pretty slim. So when you look at the UNC Wilmingtons, the Richmonds, Greensboros, App States, and I just mentioned those because those are ones that we have series with. Those are equally, if not greater, in terms of scheduling strength and what it means to our program.
I love those games, Coach. I remember 20 years ago, I was very excited to get Patino in Louisville and Crean and Marquette and Huggins in Cincinnati here when ECU moved to Conference USA. But now I kind of miss those old CAA schools. So to see games against Wilmington and Richmond, like you mentioned, George Mason every now and then, if we get like a JMU or something like that. I love those regional games. The teams from North Carolina. I think I've talked to you. I know I've talked about it on the air. I'd love to see like a tournament of the Carolinas kind of in November or whatever. Or maybe we were talking off the air. Who knows? Maybe some summer ball coming soon. That and let's mention that on the air too. I think that's important. Coach, you said college basketball is the only form of basketball that does not compete in the summer. And I never really thought about that, but you think that could be something moving forward, a trend maybe for college basketball?
Well, if you really think about it, just look where college basketball is right now, and everyone's been trying to hold on so tight to keep it this amateur youth game, and it's not. It's simply not. It's a big business. It's a big business when it comes to rev share. It's a big business when it comes to NIL. And now what people are realizing, it's a huge business when it comes to year-round competition. NBA plays their summer league, team against team, high school summer leagues, AAU, some same teams that might play in the fall, they play in the summer. You go international countries compete against each other in the summer. College basketball, men's college basketball, women's college basketball is the only one that in order to play any outside entity of competition, you have to travel to another country to play. You have to go, like we did 2 summers ago, we went to the Bahamas to play the Bahamian national program for 2 or 3 games. So teams go to Canada, teams go to Europe, teams go wherever they need to go to get any outside competition.
Yeah.
And that is going to change sooner than later, where they start to be able to play open Division I, Division II, opponents play, fans can be there, because there is a business side to this, and it's something, and we're seeing it. And so at some point we'll get to do that, and we'll try and take advantage of that when that happens.
You see how full the gyms are for like the basketball tournament when Kentucky and Louisville alumni play each other. Imagine if it was the teams now. That
I think every coach would love, or you know what, I can't say that. I can only speak on behalf of me. I know this. If we had an opportunity to bring a team into Minges in July or late July or one in June, one in July, and do a 40-minute game, an exhibition game, it would mean so much for the program. Can you imagine, like right now, this is probably one of the first times you're really hearing about our new players.
Yeah.
Well, if we had a game on July 1st, for example, in Minges, or we were traveling to a local school, here's the other thing. You wouldn't be thinking so much about, well, do we really want to go on the road and play? No, you go on the road, you play, you wouldn't think twice about it. It's a summer game. And, maybe you even get a school like North Carolina or NC State to say, you know what? Hey, let's go down to Minges. Let's play there.
We won't do it during the regular season, but we'll do it in July. Yeah.
As you were asking, they're not going to do it during the regular season.
Yeah.
But maybe they will. Maybe they'll say,
that would be huge, man.
Get a road game in. So things like that, and honestly, that's what smart business entities do.
Yeah.
They do things like that, and the NCAA at some point is going to do that because it's going to be great for everybody.
Real quick, Coach, and we'll let you run. Who are like some new faces to maybe get us excited about that have performed this summer that have caught your eye?
Well, I'm gonna start with, because everyone wants to hear about the new guys, but again, I look back at 2 years ago into last year. Again, we talk about Jay Woodard was supposed to be a returner on last year's team, and so very excited about Jay, as we spoke about. I think he's had a really good summer. Eli DeLaurier last year got off to a really good start in the season. And then once he got hurt in that Michigan State game, we never got him back. He had 14 rebounds versus Wichita State. He had, I think, a 14 or 16-point game when we were fortunate enough to beat Memphis late in the season. But he was never able to practice because he was on load management because of his foot. So Jay and Eli, as returners, really have had strong summers. Their bodies are strong. They've been healthy this summer, and they've been really productive with their voices and understanding what we do. From a newcomer standpoint, some of the guys that we're really excited about that have had strong summers, Sion Medley, true point guard, coming in from Kent State. He's been a winner at Kent State. He's someone that was the 6th leading assist per game in the country last year. And in terms of returning, probably top 3 or 4 in terms of some of those guys graduating and whatnot. So I think Sion's had a very good summer. He's worked really hard. He's got a great leadership presence about him as a true point guard. Bryson Blaine, we talked about, who came in dynamic versus us. We're happy to have him on our side in our uniform. He's really shot the ball well this summer. Another 5th-year veteran player. And then Caden Cooper coming here from Louisiana Tech. I mean, Caden Cooper had 20 rebounds in a game last year as a 6'6" athletic wing. He's someone that can really defend, rebound, elite athleticism. His athleticism, he's not the same size as CJ Walker, but his athleticism is very comparable in terms of his north and south and getting up and his explosiveness ability on the court. So Caden Cooper, and then Kasim Watson, the transfer from UTEP. Kasim was someone that averaged, I believe, 15 or so points at Delaware State. Then he transferred to UTEP, had a really strong year last year, and he's come in and had a strong summer. And the final guy, because I think our fans forget about Dahi Quinn. Last year, Dahi Quinn was the only player we signed early. Dahi Quinn was the only player going into last year that we signed in November of the previous year. So he came in last year, practiced with us for 1 week, left to go play with his national team. He's on his senior national team out of Ireland, and he tore his ACL there. Dahi would have been in our 8-9 man rotation last year as a strong physical guard that can shoot the ball. And you know what? Finally getting him back in June, a lot like Jay, he got a chance to get on the court and play live finally. He had a really good summer. So excited about this group. We got a long way to go, but between the new faces and the 3 or 4 guys returning, really looking forward to getting in the preseason.
Coach, I love talking basketball with you, man. I love your passion for it. And, you can definitely tell that this is your deal in life. That you are a basketball guy. You are the gym rat, the whatever, however they describe you guys. You are that, and looking forward to seeing what the Pirates can put on the floor in 2026, 27. Always appreciate you coming down and talking with us, man. And we'll do it again down the road.
Appreciate you, Clip. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thanks.
All right, a revamped roster for ECU basketball with a few returners that Coach is excited about, including Jay Woodard. We'll take a break, come back. We'll recap some of that and have more for you on a Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Still got one more interview to hit, too, from Brian Bailey last week at American Media Day. We'll hear from Jeff Monken when we return. Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday. Back with you after this.
Happy 250th birthday, America! It's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. Let's celebrate freedom and heritage with a little less noise. During IWI's Silent Summer Rebate, purchase a qualifying Tavor 7, Zion 25, Galil Ace Gen 2, or Zion 15 SPR and receive a free Caliber matching suppressor. Shop online or visit Carolina Caliber. We'll guide you through every step of the suppressor application process in-house. All NFA rules apply. Let freedom ring a little quieter. Visit Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Eastern North Carolina's newest concert destination is here. It's Carolina Crossroads Amphitheater, a brand new state-of-the-art outdoor amphitheater with room for 30,000 fans. Reserve your seat or grab a spot on the lawn and enjoy food trucks, vendors, cold beer, and cocktails all night long. It's just a short drive away right off I-95 in Roanoke Rapids.
On October 9th, it's country music star Brantley Gilbert, along with special guests John Morgan and Jay Webb. For tickets, visit CarolinaCrossroadsAmp.com.
Looking for Washington's favorite place to eat? The spot locals keep coming back to. Head to Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Now open 7 days a week, Down on Main is serving up all your favorites. From the house salad with grilled chicken, to the half club and chips, to the crowd-pleasing fried shrimp plate. After a long day, unwind with dinner and drinks on the patio. It's the perfect place to relax and catch up with friends. And don't miss Wednesdays, half-price wings from 4 till close. Down on Main Street, right on Main Street in historic downtown Washington.
What's better than exploring downtown Washington? Tasting it. Join a food tour with Forks of Little Washington and discover the local flavor. Stroll the historic waterfront and enjoy delicious bites from some of the town's favorite restaurants and specialty shops. Food tours combine great food, local history, and unforgettable stories into one delicious experience. Whether you're a foodie, a visitor, or a local looking for a new adventure, there's no better way to experience Washington. For pricing and reservations, visit forksoflittlewashington.com. Brought to you by visitwashingtonnc.com.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is closer than you think, right outside your front door. With service from American Airlines, you're now connected to destinations around the world, all from PGV. Skip the long lines. Avoid the congestion of larger airports. Fly local and enjoy a faster, easier travel experience. Whether it's business or your next getaway, Pitt Greenville Airport gets you there with ease. Start your journey today at flypgv.com or aa.com. Pitt Greenville Airport. Fast, convenient, and close to home, where the Pirates fly.
This is Caleb Reynolds, lead minister at Eastern Pines Church, and I'd love to invite you to join us this Sunday at 9 and 10:30 at 3380 Portertown Road in Greenville. At Eastern Pines Church, you'll find real people, uplifting worship, and a place where your family can grow in your faith. Come see what God is doing right here in Greenville. We'd love to welcome you home at Eastern Pines Church. Visit easternpineschurch.com for more information.
Church services brought to you by S&K Trapping, East Coast Grading, Gregory Pool, Driven Details, East Coast Access, Cardinal Lock and Key, and rentafishtank.com.
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Vaughn. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today, and then you hear
Warren's hot dogs.
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's hot dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's hot dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
This is Coach Gary Overton, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Played Again Sports, buying and selling new and used sporting and fitness equipment for over 27 years right here in Greenville. Located on Greenville Boulevard across from the Nissan dealership. Played Again Sports, buy, sell, trade. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's a clip.
All right, Tarek Skubal, one of the biggest names that could go elsewhere during this trade deadline. And I don't know if he's necessarily requesting a trade, but today could push him over the edge. 6 2/3. When he left the game, the Tigers were up 7-1 on the Orioles, and the Tigers lose this game 10-9 in 12 innings. Orioles come back from a 7-0 deficit after the 6th inning, and they get the win today in Detroit. And I don't know if that's going to be Skubal's last game as a Tiger or not, but he's got to be really frustrated after pitching great and losing today.
That's pretty cool, though. I mean,
who was it cool for?
Who was it cool for?
That's my question.
Baltimore.
It was very cool for Baltimore. So, Jared, who are those games cool for? ECU playing Michigan State and Carolina.
I mean, for me, just seeing it on paper.
I know. I talked it up as well. Unfortunately, it was cool for gamblers, I would think.
Yeah.
Probably took the.
I just thought, seeing us play St. Bonaventure on Thanksgiving was awesome.
I agree. As a Bonnie's guy.
But, I mean.
Who was it cool for?
Great line. Can't deny that. Yeah. I know you were the recipient of it, but.
That's fine.
Jamie says, He says, can't use injuries as an excuse. Recruiting not good last year, not enough shooters. He said, I do like Coach. I like his personality. Coach is always a good interview. Yeah, I agree. I love talking basketball with Mike Schwartz. You can tell he's all in, and his passion is there. And, you know, he talked about how originally he wanted to go the high school route, try to get some North Carolina kids in here and do it the old-fashioned way. Didn't necessarily work out. Tried to go the portal way, and last year was a dud, but he is the same guy that brought in Jordan Riley, C.J. Walker. You know, we've had some guys that have come in and performed from the portal. And just looking at it on paper, it feels like this incoming portal class is going to dwarf last year's. You got to hope, obviously, but I think we've got a few more maybe proven guys than we had last year.
I'm glad he brought up Dahi Quinn, because that was one guy I wanted to ask him about, just because, I mean, you heard a little bit about him last year, and he mentioned it, top 8-9 rotation guy, good wing. But I think he's somebody I'm really excited to see. We got an Irish on the team.
And we still need go-to guys. I expect Jay Shane to take a jump offensively, but look, as much as I love it, like, he's not the savior of the program. He's kind of your third best option, but he's your defender, rebounder, versatility guy.
He's the soul of the team.
He's the soul.
He's the engine.
Correct. We need a gas pedal.
Yeah, and I think we have that guy, but nobody knows his name yet.
That's a problem, but you saying we do have that guy?
Yeah.
Okay. But
look, I'm all the way back. I mean, we're talking about, like, man, you're not as excited as you were last year around this time. Well, after the interview, I'm all back in, all the way.
Matt wants to know. So next year, when we talk to Coach Harrell and we say, Coach, that Alabama game, that was a cool game. Do we have any more cool games like that? Is his response going to be?
Who was it cool for?
Matt says, see if you can get the same answer from Harrell about the Bama game.
Man, going to the Alamo Dome last year, that was just cool. That was really cool.
Who was it cool for?
Not for us as a football team, but it was for Jared. He got to see the cool.
All the Spurs stuff.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
Duncan, Ginobili, Papovich, Tony Parker. All right, let's look at this real quick.
Look at this. Somebody come in and look at this.
2 words for you.
Paul and Nash, must-see TV.
I'm going to look at our basketball schedule. Look at those cool games that you talked about a year ago, Jarrett.
Yeah.
All right.
Who was it cool for?
East Carolina lost to Michigan State by 33. We lost to North Carolina.
I think it was around like 49.
49. So in between that would be 49 and 33. Around
41.
Yeah. I was going to ask, do we lose to Alabama by less than the average of those basketball losses?
41.
I'm going to say yes.
See, that's where I'm like, I don't have as much confidence as everybody else, where it's like, man, I think we can win 10, 11 games. The quarterback is the biggest question mark, and that's what should cause the most skepticism. Like, I'm not saying these guys are going to suck, but I don't know if these guys are great. And if we got 2 duds at the quarterback position, yeah, I think we lose by 41 or more.
All right, this is closer to the spread. East Carolina lost to Michigan State, North Carolina, and St. Bonaventure in basketball by an average of 31 points.
Okay.
So St. Bonaventure, that number took it down. In fact, I might have did my math wrong there. 9 plus, what did we say?
33 and 49.
49, 33 divided by 3. 30.3 points. So 30 points is the spread, which is close to the 26.5 point spread.
Yeah.
Well, we lose by less. I just talked to a coach in the UB parking lot.
Oh, what'd he say?
He is very excited. He said they work the boys hard.
Mm-hmm.
Proud of their work. Said the coaches get a little extended weekend this week, and then
Long weekend?
Players, I believe he said, reporting Tuesday and getting underway on Wednesday.
Oh, wow.
So he certainly thinks they're going to go beat Alabama. And that's, that's the mindset you have to have.
Obviously.
Obviously.
If he told you in the parking lot, like, yeah, we got no shot, it's like, I'm concerned about more than just Alabama at that point.
I mean, I would appreciate the well, I don't want to say honesty because you never know. That's why they play the games. Jamie says Jarrett was Davy Crockett. Why?
San Antonio. Wasn't he in the Alamo?
Davy Crockett, king of the wild frontier. Jamie says we should play UMass, Rhode Island, those kinds of teams. I want to play Atlantic 10 teams. I want there to be an American Atlantic 10 challenge. Let me look at the Atlantic 10. And I like the CAA games. We talked about that with Coach Schwartz. But I would like to extend that a little bit to the A10. VCU, St. Joe's, George Mason, Davidson, George Washington, Rhodey, Richmond, who I believe is on the schedule. And you can throw in a Fordham or a Dayton if you like. But some of those teams on the East Coast I would like to see on the schedule as well. Hell, even your like Big South or put those in place of Maryland Eastern Shore and North Carolina A&T or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I guess A&T, they're maybe you can play them, but any of these non-Division I games or games against randos, I'd rather play North Carolina and South Carolina teams. Those games are more fun. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back, and then we'll hit the Jeff Monken interview. When we return, Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday. We'll be back with you after this.
Save the date for the biggest party of the football season. Join Pirate Radio on Thursday, September 10th for the annual Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party, powered by Bud Light. It's a night of great music, great friends, and pirate pride as the party returns to the Hilton Greenville and Greenville Boulevard. This year's special guest is ECU legend and Super Bowl champion Linville Joseph.
Ball's out, picked up by the Vikings. Joseph, can he win this long foot race? Linville Joseph, no flags, touchdown Minnesota.
Come welcome Linville back to Greenville, then dance the night away with live music from Trainwreck. Stay tuned to Pirate Radio for your chance to score free tickets to the party of the year, the Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party, powered by Bud Light, Thursday, September 10th.
And Jacobs is knocked back, and he didn't make it, and it was Linville Joseph.
Party like a pirate with Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Is your car making strange noises? Or that check engine light still won't go away? At Bell's Fork Truck and Auto Service in Greenville, we take the stress out of car care, from quick oil changes to full service repairs. And diesel truck service too. Our certified technicians deliver high quality work without the high dealership prices. No guesswork, no pressure. Just honest, dependable service to get you back on the road with confidence. Don't let a small issue turn into a costly repair. Stop by today or schedule your service now. Bell's Fork Truck and Auto Service, keeping Greenville moving.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
The stifling heat of summer, the bitter cold of winter. What do they have in common? The extreme temperatures of both force your home's heating and cooling system to work overtime to keep you comfortable. And that can cost you a lot of money. Fortunately, your neighbors at Greenville Utilities have several ways you can save energy, and that means saving you money on your utility bills. Just go to GUC.com and look for ways to save. That's GUC.com.
Whether you're joining us for lunch or dinner, Basil's is the place to be this summer. Stop by and explore Basil's new summer specialty menu, featuring fresh, bold flavors in every bite. Enjoy favorites like our fried green tomatoes, the ahi tuna salad, a delicious tuna sandwich, the crowd favorite seafood sensation, and more. Then cool off at the bar with an ice-cold beer, a glass of wine, or one of Basil's handcrafted specialty cocktails. And don't worry, your Basil's favorites and our full regular menu are available every day. Basil's, Pirates supporting pirates.
We all have seniors in our life who may need a little extra help with technology. University PC Care's Quick Helps are affordable, in-store, short appointments designed for seniors who may need a little TLC to help with setting up a new computer, help with email or passwords, or help with the latest online scam. They don't need to fear technology anymore. Call 252-558-1280 to schedule an in-store Quick Helps appointment for Greenville or New Bern. Learn more at universitypccare.com.
Hi, this is Brian Meador from East Carolina Athletics. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Is your car making strange noises or that check engine light still won't go away? At Bell's Fork Truck and Auto Service in Greenville, they take the stress out of car care and deliver high-quality work without the high dealership prices. No guesswork, no pressure, just honest, dependable service to get you back on the road with confidence. Bell's Fork Truck and Auto Service across from Speedway on Charles Boulevard. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All righty, back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday. We'll have an Appliances Superstore opponent preview coming your way Thursday with the Charlotte play-by-play voice. And we've been kind of counting these as opponent previews, and also our New Blue Pirate Report, callinublu.com. Awesome work by Brian Bailey getting all the interviews with the coaches last week at American Conference Media Days. We have one more interview to play, and that interview is with Jeff Monken, the longtime, I think we counted up today, fourth or fifth longest tenured coach at one school in college football at Army. Here's Bailey's chat with Coach Monken.
Jeff Monken at Army joins us, and East Carolina game is not until November the 21st, so it's a long way off. But when you think about Pirate football, what do you think?
Well, Blake has done such a marvelous job there. So impressed with them as a football team and a program. We made our first trip. I made my first trip to Greenville last year when we played there. What an impressive place! Incredible stadium, great fan base. John Gilbert, their athletics director, just does a tremendous job, and I think Blake's an outstanding football coach, and they got a talented football team, and they're going to be hard to beat. So, you know, we are in a league that's very talented, very well coached. This is a challenging league, and so as I look at our schedule and kind of navigate through the challenges, and they're kind of hanging out there in November. I think they're one of the top teams in the league, one of the most talented teams in the league, one of the most well-coached teams in the league, and typically you go through a season, guys improve, teams come together, and chances are they're going to be playing their best football on November 21st. So we're going to have our hands full.
When you look at some of the other teams in this league, who are some of the other teams to look out for?
Oh gosh. Every team that's got guys on scholarship, they're all very talented. we'll play some teams this year that we haven't played yet in the couple of years we've been in the league. So we'll play Memphis for the first time. We'll play South Florida for the first time. I think both those teams are very talented. But the talk is about certain teams that maybe people project at the top of the league, but I think this is a very talented league. Temple, we played Temple last year, and I think they're really well coached and really talented. Tulsa beat us at our place a year ago. I think Trey's done a really nice job. They did a really good job in the portal. So I don't know. I mean, it's going to be hard to tell. And Navy, our counterpart, they've got a very good football team and talented football team. And so there'll be a lot of challenges as we go through the season.
When you look at Army football this year, what are you most excited about?
Just the spirit and energy that comes with a new season. I think everybody gets excited when the preseason camp rolls around, and it's I think it's just that hope for what might be. We've got a very inexperienced defense, much more experienced offense. So we'll kind of be creative on offense on how we control the ball and control the game. I think we're going to have to do that. It's kind of the way we play anyway. But a lot of questions to be answered, I think, as we get into preseason camp. And that's exciting. It's exciting to see new guys that have come up through the program have their opportunities.
Is it kind of exciting, too, that when teams see Army on the schedule or a Navy, they know it's going to be a little unorthodox, and they know they're going to have to, the defensive coaches don't sleep that week?
Well, I don't know about that. We're not near as talented as most of the teams we play. Our guys, I think, play hard and they're tough and compete, but I think one of the reasons we do what we do on offense is because we have to be different.
Right.
And if a team is more talented, I think they can kind of pick what they want. They're talented enough to do whatever they want on offense or defense. When you're physically inferior, and I'm not saying we got bad players or untalented players. We got some very good football players on our team. But collectively, I think we have to be different. And so I'm not sure people lose sleep over playing us. I know the schemes are sometimes a little bit different than what they face every week, but they more than make up for it with their ability to run and jump and play in space and all those things.
Jeff Monken joining Brian Bailey at American Conference Media Day, and what a job he's done at Army. And Jeff Nadeau likes Army this year. A lot of folks like Navy, some like UTSA. Watch out for Tulane. They just find a way to win. Memphis is always good and talented. South Florida, new head coach, a lot of talent. East Carolina, it is wide open. It's going to be a really, really fun year in the American Conference. I think it's going to be cool.
Who is it cool for?
Everybody. It's going to be cool for everybody. We'll wrap it up when we return after this.
Ready to take the road less traveled? This July, get behind the wheel of a new 2026 Subaru Outback Premium at Capital Subaru of Greenville. With $4,304 total due at signing, you can lease it now for $305 a month for 36 months. That's all happening right now at Capital Subaru of Greenville off Memorial Drive or online at capitalofgreenville.com. Capital Subaru of Greenville, where your adventure begins. Price does not include tax, title, or registration fees. See dealer for details. Offer expires July 31st, 2026.
College is hectic, but where you live shouldn't be. At Pirates Cove, you get your own quiet space and private bathroom. With 2 pools, a fitness center, EV chargers, the only student property with a new soccer mini pitch field, a business room for focus, and a quick ride to campus. No dorms, no drama, just the lifestyle you're looking for. Pirates Cove isn't just where you stay, It's where you live.
The NU in New Blue stands for Next Up, and with their Next Up mentality, they are staying hungry to go the extra mile just for you, humbly learning through continuous training and a commitment to remain focused on working smart to deliver a new level of service excellence. Next Up means doing the small things right because your home deserves it. Whether it's plumbing, electrical, or HVAC issues, New Blue is next up and ready to help. Visit callnublue.com or call 252-228-5855. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. Go Pirates!
UBE and PirateWear.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
This is Dr. Christopher McDowell from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's time for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. For experience and professional care, call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats, cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
Recalculating.
You are now in the middle of nowhere. Well, not exactly. Welcome to Martin County, the middle of nowhere, but the center of everything. Just 80 miles from the Outer Banks, 90 from Raleigh, and less than 30 minutes from East Carolina University and the Pamlico River. Kayak the Roanoke River, dance in downtown Williamston, or just watch horses do their thing in farm life. So yeah, you could stay stressed, or you have arrived at peace. Martin County, get lost in the best way.
Are you tired of dealing with IT headaches? Does this sound familiar? Phones, Wi-Fi, or email always acting up? Are you afraid of phishing scams, data breaches, or ransomware attacks? Every minute your systems are down, you're losing money. If you're nodding your head, it's time to call cybersharks.net. We handle IT so you can focus on growing your business. Fast, reliable, and always there when you need us. Call 321-7800 today and get IT support that actually works. Cybersharks.net. We keep your business swimming.
This is Isaiah Winstead. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at the stock market today. Not that great. NASDAQ down 433 points for a total of 24,442. S&P down 112 for a total of 7,316. The Dow was down 1,153 points for a total of 51,594. That's a look at your Wells Fargo Advisors financial report for a personal look into investing. Call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now back to the show.
All righty, wrapping it up here on a Wednesday. Another busy show coming your way on Thursday as we'll talk to the play-by-play voice of the Charlotte 49ers. And it's the reason I haven't said his name much. His name is Matt. His last name is S-W-I-E-R-A-D. Matt Swirad. Swirad? We'll find out when we talk to him tomorrow. He's been calling Charlotte Knights games for many many moons, a couple of decades. So we'll get a Charlotte 49ers update, talk to some Tim Albin on the show tomorrow. We'll have another conference preview with Jeff Nadeau. We'll try to hook up with Coach Hud. We've tried the last 2 weeks and have been unsuccessful. We'll see if he can join us. A-Harp going to join us to talk some football. Zach Kaplan will be a part of the show. Rajay Harris. So we're packing a lot into 3 hours. And one final edition of Name That Sound with special contestant, and he's very special, Zach Kaplan. That should be fun. We might just have him play against himself so he can fight against himself. We'll have an opponent for him, but he'll get mad at himself, no doubt, either way. I think that'll be cool, Jared.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be cool for a lot of people.
Yep.
You're not going to play the clip.
I can't because the bed is in the same program.
Hey, you're cool. Thank you, J-Bone. Thank you, Shirley Rhodes, and appreciate y'all tuning in to this Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Jerry says not a cool day for stocks. I agree, Jerry. Maybe a cooler day tomorrow. We'll talk to you Thursday, 3 o'clock for the crew. I'm Clip Rock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an